I love throwing them at Pikachu, and Pikachu's like, pick, and it's like just coughing. I love his little lungs. They're like, just filling their lungs with poison. It was so shitty. It's tear gas. That's what it is. It's tear gas. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. But now, chat, we got to get the Class in a Glass cast for you, Sass. I got to answer some questions from my very generous patrons. As you know, chat, okay, I have to read these in the order in which I have received them, chat, okay? So I'm going to start with Vanny Vanispheres. He was the first one to submit questions. He does a lot of theme questions, show, which I do like. Nice little theme for you. And we're going to start off with this first one here. For this week's questions, let's go with The Legend of Zelda. Since Skyward Sword just got re-released. Really, it got an HD re-release, chat, on the Switch. I was not a big fan of Skyward Sword. I didn't like the motion controls. Yeah, I didn't like all the flying stuff. Wasn't my thing. But people are praising this new version. And they're saying that it's, you know, I mean, it's different than the motion controls. I'm like, hey, that's good for me. Maybe I'll check it out someday, chat. Maybe we'll give another shot. Another look-see. But these are all Legend of Zelda themed questions, chat, which I'm a fan of Legend of Zelda. I go back and forth. There's some games in the franchise I love, some I do not. And I imagine I'll get into some of those details tonight with you, chat. Pick your brains about Legend of Zelda. It'll be a good discussion. But this is his first question, chat. It is a movie question. There has been talks for years of a Zelda film. IGN even made a trailer as an April Fool's joke years ago. What would be a good what would a good Zelda film look like? Would it be a trilogy to account for the multiple dungeons? Would Link speak in it? Who would play the main trio? Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. So for myself, chat, I've talked about this before. One of my things I've mentioned on this stream countless times in terms of creating like video game adaptations. I've always mentioned Legend of Zelda. I've said that if they were to do that, they should absolutely take a note from Samurai Jack. Thank you! No Name One, thank you so much for the 5 biddies! Insert obligatory excuse me, princess. He brings it up later on. That's part of the question. Oh, thank you for the 5 biddies. But I've always said, like, animated 2D series kind of inspired by Samurai Jack, where, yes, Link does have a voice. He would have a voice, but he doesn't talk as much. He's, like, a more stoic character. But he's specifically asking for a film. So we're going to do a film. Let's, like, instead of doing a trilogy, let's just, like, start off with one movie. First of all, I would like the film. They won't do it. I know Nintendo wouldn't do it. I know no studio would do this, but it's what I would want to see. This is me, chat. It's me and my own. And I would want a 2D Studio Ghibli-esque looking Zelda movie, chat. Like, let it be one of those anime movies that Studio Ghibli did. Take inspiration from things like Laputa or Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, or my personal favorite, chat, Princess Mononoke. That's what I think the general aesthetic look of it should be. Very reminiscent of those movies, chat. Like, there's something warm about that, but also, like, mystical at the same time, like the elements that they're playing with. And I think, like, if you look at something like Princess Mononoke, and you have all these forest segments in there, traveling through the forest, and you have all these beautiful creatures and these terrifying demons, chat, but you also have, like, the regular human characters, how they mix in that world. Like, that reminds me of Zelda. And it's very reminiscent recently of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which feels like it's taking a lot of inspiration from the works of Hayao Miyazaki, chat, and Studio Ghibli. So, definitely 2D Studio Ghibli-esque. That's what I want. They'll never do it. I feel like they would make it 3D CGI, which I don't. Listen, I like 3D CGI. There's some of my favorite films of all time. Like, you know, use that medium. But, you know, that aesthetic. Like, I love The Incredibles and, Toy Story, the trilogy and things. Of course. But I really would like to see Link in that 2D anime type of look. It's just something appealing about that to me. I think it would suit it better, in my opinion. Yes, Link would definitely speak. There's no question. I've said for years, one of the things that I think would get me more into Link, or excuse me, more into Legend of Zelda again, and if you wanted to emphasize story, because that's what it felt like Breath of the Wild wanted to do. It's like, okay, I know you have this big open world and things, and you can do anything in it. It felt empty to me, and it lacked a lot of personality. And I didn't really care about the world, the people living in it. Like I want to feel invested in these characters. Like they gave Zelda a voice, they gave a number of these characters voices, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool that they're speaking. And Link is always just like, anytime they're speaking to Link, he's just like staring at them, just wide-eyed like a fucking sociopathic serial killer. It's just like, is he gonna stab Princess Zelda? Is this what's gonna happen? Like, I need more from Link, and I'm sorry, but I know everyone's like, he shouldn't talk. It's like, let's try it. And I know everyone's gonna say, excuse me, princess. That was when he talked. I'm saying, but like in a good way. Let's get like some proper people in there that know how to write a good story. They can write dialogue well, establish a rapport between Link and Zelda and all these other characters. Like that was what I was only joking. No, I know. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, woman. I know he actually brings it up later on, in regards to some of those games, those CDI games. But let's put some effort into it this time. So yes, Link would have a voice. I'd want that. And he doesn't even have to be talking all that much, chat. Like if you wanted to do, like I've always said, like do a 2D Zelda animated series, look to Samurai Jack for heavy inspiration. Yes, Samurai Jack is voiced by Phil Lamar, but there's a lot of those episodes, and for big portion of those episodes where Jack doesn't say anything. He's mostly silent. He's a very stoic character, but I think that's what works about it. And you can have these times when he does speak, and it's effective. Look at something like Prince Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke. It's like he's not speaking every scene. There's a big portion of the movie where he is relatively silent, and it works. But he does also have a voice, because I think that you feel more invested in the character if he has a semblance of a personality. And Link does not have a personality. He does not. He goes he does that. And that's it. That is his voice. But let's give him a proper voice. Let's give him more of a personality. That's what you would need to do if you're going to do an adaptation like this. And yes, I'd have the main trio in it. Of course, you would have Link, you would have Zelda, you would have Ganondorf as the villain. This is simple. Thank you, Muslim Betty. I do think Link is due for an animated series on Netflix. Didn't they talk about that? Well, I thought that got canceled. I agree with you. It needs it. I think, wasn't there like a Nintendo, Netflix, project coming out, but then it got canceled, I believe. I could be wrong. I felt like we covered that like a while ago on 8-Bit Crumbs, but I don't remember. It never got off the ground due to certain things. Nintendo fucking freaking out, which is typical for them. But part of Vanny's question is, who would I have voice those characters? And one person came to mind immediately for like Link, who I think is like a relatively young sounding person, and that's Johnny Young Bach, who you might know him in terms of his live action content. He was Adam, the Black and Green Ranger from many seasons of Power Rangers chat, but he does like a lot of voice acting now. He does a shit ton of voice acting. I think for a lot of fans of third-person action games, he's probably like best known for playing the character of Nero from the Devil May Cry series. And I think he would be, and he's done, so his credits are, I was looking it up, I was like, what else has he done? He's done a shit ton across all sorts of different genres of games, chat. So Johnny Young Bach, I think, would be a really good Link. He sounds extremely young, and I think he'd nail it. So definitely him. For Zelda, I like to go with Mae Whitman, chat. Mae Whitman, which, she has had a live action career. She was in everything from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World to Independence Day, chat. But she's probably most famous for a lot of her voice work, chat, in particular for Avatar: The Last Airbender, voicing the character of Katara. And, I want fucking, Zelda not to be, I don't want Zelda to be, like, if I have to pitch this movie, I don't want her to just be kidnapped by Ganondorf. I don't want her to be just, like, in a castle and like, Link, do my shit for me. And yay, it's the Legend of Zelda. It's like, no, bullshit. But have her being, like, have both Link and Zelda go on this adventure together. That's what it's. Take inspiration for something like Princess Mononoke, where it's Princess Mononoke and Prince Ashitaka doing their shit together. Like, I would like that, where they have to go on this journey, and they have to rely on each other. And then they form this bond, they form possible romance or whatever, this friendship. Like, do that. And I think Mae Whitman would do an excellent job as Princess Zelda. Chat. Look at her character like Katara. Katara is like one of the greatest animated female characters out there, chat. I absolutely adored her in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, she got shit done, chat. Her relationships with all those characters was great, whether it was Aang or Zuko or Toph or Sokka, and they were all different from each other, and I love that. So that'd be great. Only one thing with this, I wish I had the money to Green Ladies idea. I love it. Thank you, Nune Woman. I appreciate it. You're like, yeah, I mean, because I love these things too, and I don't know, I think it would work. I think it would work. I'll at least get like a template down, of my general ideas. And then for Ganon, I always I'm gonna butcher his fucking name, but Fred Tasticore, he's a voice actor in so many projects. Chat voices Saren in Mass Effect. He did like the voice of a lot of villains. A lot of villains in animated projects. Let me see what else he's done. But if he would do Ganon, I think he'd do a fantastic fucking job. Let me go ahead. I'm probably butchering his name. Is it Fred? Am I saying it Tasticore? Am I saying that name correctly? Let me go ahead and look at his filmography, chat. I mean, he's been doing stuff since 1999. He's been in Invader Zim. He's, he was in Avatar: The Last Airbender. There you go. He's done Wolverine and the X-Men. He's voiced Beast. He's voiced Hulk and Juggernaut. He's currently the voice of Yosemite Sam and a number of other Looney Tunes characters. What else has he done, chat? So much shit. But I think he would nail it. And his video game credentials are pretty extensive here as well. Yeah, feature film. He's done a ton of feature films, chat. Directed DVD films, video games. Yeah, he's voiced Magneto for years, Sabretooth for years in video games. What else is he? God damn it, his video game credentials is extensive. Most recently, he was in Ratchet & Clank. He did a lot of additional voices in Ratchet & Clank. He did Dingo Dial and Crash Bandicoot. He does a ton of voices in Ghost of Tsushima, a lot of the Fallout games, Final Fantasy games. He was Don Corneo in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Gears 5. Oh, he plays Damon Baird, and I didn't know. I forgot he played Damon Baird in the Gears of War series. So yes, he would be my choice to voice Ganondorf. Chat. That's my main cast: Johnny Young Bach, Mae Whitman, and Fred Tasticore. Hope I'm saying his name correctly, chat. That would be it, and it would be that 2D Studio Ghibli-esque type of film where Link and Zelda have to go on this adventure together. Maybe set up the premise of the film is Ganon. He's typical trying to take over. He was an advisor to the king, assassinates the king. King's like, Zelda, you got to go with our first knight or whatever, Link. Leader of the Royal Guard or what have you, and you gotta do this, okay? And you gotta get the Triforce. It's like very simple premise, but you have all these whimsical fucking segments, chat. These very Studio Ghibli-esque segments, going to these locations, going to all these dungeons, and it's about it's like, yes, we gotta get the MacGuffins, form together, defeat Ganon, but it's really about their relationship and them having to realize they have to work together and they have feelings for each other, and it's a romance too. That's what I would like. That's what I like to see, chat. And Ganon's like, I gotta kill these two fucking kids. It's about two kids falling in love and this one guy who's trying to kill him. That's the premise. That's what I would do. Mathalos, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Latina Otaku, I saw you in there. Welcome, Latina Otaku. I'm talking about what I would do for my Legend of Zelda adaptation. It's about Ganon trying to kill kids. Simplified version. That's what I do. I'll say this about Sonic fans: the newer video games aren't the best, but the adaptations have been better than Nintendo stuff. We're gonna talk about some of the Sonic adaptations. Now you're gonna be surprised by my opinion. Simple story, but works. Thank you. You're gonna get Korak seeds. They're gonna encounter Tingle, and they're gonna be fucking creeped out by him. Like you'll have all this in the movie, chat. Tingle will die, but he'll sacrifice himself for a good reason. It's gonna work out, chat. That's what I would do. 2D Studio Ghibli-esque Zelda movie. You have my fucking cast of characters. Let's do it, chat. Nintendo, do it, and they will promptly not do it, chat, because they don't like good shit. They don't know how to make good adaptations, sadly. Well, actually, they do. I like Detective Pikachu a lot. What are we talking about again? Legend of Zelda. Now we're moving on to a TV question, chat, from Vanny. We got a Zelda cartoon. We got a Zelda cartoon every Friday as part of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. It's definitely an 80s show, complete with a dumb as shit catchphrase. Excuse me, princess. Did you like that, chat? I've tried watching these as an adult, but they are some cheese than retro goodness, in my opinion. For cartoons like this, the Sonic cartoons, Captain and the Game Master, and Super Mario World cartoons, do they deserve more respect, recognition than they are currently getting? Or should we just sort of acknowledge they existed and go back to rewatching Castlevania for the 4th time? I'll say this in regards to all those shows that they had back in the day, from the 80s and things, in the early 90s. The Sonic animated series, chat, that first one, Satnam or whatever they called it, which dealt with Sonic fighting Robotnik with like a freedom fighter force trying to liberate the planet after Robotnik has enslaved the population, the sentient population of Mobius. I think that's isn't that the name of the planet of Mobius, and turn them into mechanical abominations. Is like surprisingly like mature. I mean, it's still doing goofy stuff. You still got your little like going, got it juice and all that shit. But at the same time, it's like, there's like a lot of good ideas here, and it's like, okay, not all of it works, but I was taken aback by, I'm like, huh, this is a little more mature and better written than I thought it was. I think I have the box for them. Hold on, I do. This was given to me. Like, look at this fucking. I don't know if you can see this box art, but look at this. This was given to me by Ryan Walterson, like, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, and I reviewed some episodes from this series, and it has all 26 episodes, I guess. It has, like, this weird artwork, but it's, like thunder and rain and shit, and, like, yeah, and then you have Princess April or whatever. Wow, what's the girl's name? What's the squirrel girl's name in this? She's got boobs and things, and, Sonic and her, like, a lot of furries were inspired by this show. There's a lot of furries work on this show. Yeah, it's like surprisingly dark and shit. I was like, wow, Squirrel Sally, that's it, Princess Sally Acorn. I knew her name was Princess Acorn or something. And I was like, you know what? This is a good idea. Like, Robotnik's a piece of shit. And they're like, he's a real piece of shit. He's not like, oh, goofy Jim Carrey. He's like, oh, I just love watching him. But he's also kind of evil. No, he's just an asshole. He's just like, oh, you gotta kill this guy. Yeah. But I was surprisingly like it. And like some of their friends, they have, like, their limbs were ripped off, and they have to have all these mechanical parts attached, and sometimes mechanical parts malfunction. They have PTSD. It's like, what the fuck is this show? And it surprised me, is all I'll say. It definitely surprised me, and I want to give it credit for that. The rest of this stuff, which I've seen maybe bits and pieces of, trash. It looks like trash. I haven't watched a lot of it, but that one I will give a shout out and will acknowledge that they did some interesting things in here, and they had some mature storytelling, which you would not expect for a Sonic the Animated Series Saturday morning cartoon. So I'll give it that. This Sonic show I didn't grow up with. I grew up with the other one, which I think the other one was a little more goofy. Because everyone's like, holy fucking shit. I think the X-Evers were like, wait a minute, why is this so dark? Do another one. And they finished that. They actually ended that show, and it had a conclusive ending. It's like, oh shit. And then they did another one, which is like, I like chili dogs. Like, that's where that happened. But before then, yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not watching it like going, oh my God. But it's like, I was taken aback by certain things they were doing. It was like, I was impressed to a degree. I came into this chat and see Nye Bryant talking about lasagna ladies. This is great. Oh, lasagna lady. Is that what? Oh, you were right. It's more erotic Sonic fashion. Of course, Nye, of course. You're talking about lasagna. Lasagna lady's in it. Lasagna lady's in it. She's deaf, though. She's deaf. So it's more mature in the original Japanese dub. Okay, I never saw that one. I think of Two Biddies. You know, it's really goofy Sonic. I guess you're with two. Never saw. I'm not aware of that one. And they did like Sonic Boom, which was based on the Sonic Boom video game, which apparently people saying, oh, it's actually pretty good. I only watched the one where it deals with the guy, the crazy fan, who literally kidnaps Sonic and forces him to listen to the fan fiction that he's written. Which I'm like, wow, they are really tapping into the into the fan base right now. And I thought was funny. But again, that show, I'll give the respect that it deserves. Outside of these other ones, I either haven't seen them, or the ones I have seen, or the clips I've seen, not great. Not great, chat. Thank you, Luke the Boss, again for the 2 biddies. Appreciate that. You weren't like this. Oh! Maybe the lasagna lady will eventually be in the new Sonic adaptation. Maybe she'll make an appearance, chat, in the new Sonic movie. I hope so. That's the least that we deserve. Sonic Sadam, that's what it's called. Yes, Sadam ended on a cliffhanger. It did? It was supposed to have a 3rd season that would have been even darker, but the show was canceled. Oh, wait, was the cliffhanger... Wait a minute, wasn't the cliffhanger the one where the little guy was like, he took over? Because they killed Robotnik, spoiler. They killed Robotnik in the show at the last episode. Like, he died. And then the little guy took over. Was that the cliffhanger? Because on that episode, I remember, like, Sonic and Sally, they start fucking. Well, they get in a relationship with each other. It's like, okay, we acknowledge that we love each other, and it's like we can start rebuilding Mobius. But wait, was that what it was? Where there's gonna be the little guy who took over and be the big bad? Because that was the cliffhanger. That wasn't much of a cliffhanger. I thought that was more like, now he's doing this thing. They start fighting. That's what they did. I'm telling you what they did. They got repopulated. Most of the species is gone. They were eliminated. It's like the return of the lasagna lady. Oh, Lord. Pokemon is Nintendo's best game adaptations. Would you agree? Yeah. Yes. Because, like, yeah, I mean, you have the anime and everything, but you also have the Detective Pikachu movie, which I really like. I really enjoyed it. It has issues, it has some problems, but I dig Detective Pikachu. I'm sad that we're not going to get another one. I was like, oh, let's get another one. They're like, no, didn't make enough money. It's like, fuck. I need to see how dark Phantom Sonic was on only reviews. Check it out. Check it out. I mean, it's still goofy shit, but it's just like, oh my God. Like, there's some biological body horror in that. I was like, what the? It took me aback. I didn't expect it. Oh, but yeah, I would give it the respect that it deserves, chap. But now I'll go ahead. Who's sending me messages? These crazy kids. We'll go to Vanny's next question. Video game question, chat. Well, I do love the franchise as a whole. I can absolutely recognize that they don't veer too far from the formula. Even deviations like Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild are just Dynasty Warriors and Baby's First Skyrim, respectively. I kind of treat the series like vanilla ice cream. It's not the greatest of all time. That's cookies and creams. But it's reliable and delicious. What is your vanilla ice cream game? Good question. It's funny. It's also like I picked 3, but one definitely I'm thinking like, hey, I like all these games. I think I'm in the minority because I like all 3. They all have issues between them, and they're not perfect in terms of the story or the combat, but they're good. They're competent. I think at the very least they have a charm to them. And I really like the Fable games, at least the trilogy, the original 3 by Peter Molyneux, Fable 1, 2, and 3. I liked all of those games, and I know 3 is hated in some circles by a lot of people. I actually liked it. The whole premise is that you basically playing a hero, and you age throughout the course of the game. As you get more powerful, your character ages, and you try to help all these people defeat whatever the evil darkness is, or the bad guy. It's very fucking simple shit. But I liked it. I really enjoyed all 3. I never played the 3 on stream before. I played them off stream years ago, but I had them all and I liked them all. I know that's not a popular opinion, I think, but yeah, those like they're vanilla. Like I wouldn't say like, oh, you gotta play these. I don't think you'd ever need to play a Fable game. Like it's not necessarily there are better fantasy medieval-esque RPGs out there than Fable, a ton of them, but I enjoyed them for what they were. I think that's kind of like, they were nice flavor, Chad. I'd also throw Darksiders out there. Really liked Darksiders 1 and 2. They're just M-rated Zelda. It's basically what it is. You're doing the same type of puzzles, and you have to go in the same dungeons and things. You're basically playing one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse in each one. And you're fighting the forces of heaven and hell. That's basically what it is. And it's just literally, it's Zelda, except it has like a hell-esque aesthetic. Apocalyptic aesthetic. You're going through cities or you're going through different dimensions and things. But they're good. I think they play well. I mean, the lore's not, it's not like, oh, it's so interesting. The story's whatever. Like in a lot of Zelda games, story's like whatever. Like, it's fine. It's window dressing to just the gameplay itself. Another one's Crackdown. Like the first Crackdown. I mean, that came out in the time when really that reason that game sold so well initially is because it had the Halo 3 beta on disc. And that's what so many people bought it at the time. But I really liked it. That open world, you hop around, collecting all those goddamn orbs, shooting people, blowing stuff up. Very simple fucking premise, but I liked it for that. So those would be my top 3. Fable, Darksiders, Crackdown, those are my Vanilla game experiences, not bad. Not bad. I wouldn't say they're like, whoa, amazing, great, but they're good. They're good. They're satisfying at the very least, Jeff. Oh. Mm-hmm. Both Pokemon Snap games are fun games, but not the. Yeah, I agree. I would say vanilla. You know, they're very short. You can complete the original Pokemon Snap game, I think, in like 2.5 hours. Like if you knew exactly what all the Pokemon were, it's like 2.5 hours and you're done. It's like shit. I think like the new one, apparently, I guess it's a little more. They expanded upon it. I was playing that. Some people told me that to skip it though. They're like, nah, not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth the price. I heard, or it was probably a little too expensive. Look, boss, I heard Sonic Saturn ending with glowing eyes in the dark. Really? Is that what it was? Was the little guy? I forget. Like, Robotnik has, like, this little mutant assistant, and I know that he takes over at the end, but I don't know if that was the cliffhanger. I thought it was more like, oh, now this little competent prick's going to try to run things, but he's going to fail. But, yeah, all right. You know, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, pelting Pokemon with those poison, like, graffiti balls. I always thought they were graffiti balls. They're filled with, like, paint and go, you're like... I love throwing them at Pikachu, and Pikachu's like, pick, and it's like just coughing. I love his little lungs. They're like, just filling their lungs with poison. It was so shitty. It's tear gas. That's what it is. It's tear gas. We're gassing these fucking Pokemon. I always thought it was so funny growing up. I was like, fucking, yeah, just like throwing them as fast as possible. So then when you throw like the apples out there, they go, bah, and you're like, yeah, Char. It's like a little Charmander. Oh, I loved it. I'm not sick. It was funny. It was funny. Maybe the assistant would have Bill like, that's true, Latina talk. That could have happened. I could have seen that. Oh, his name's Snively. Isn't Jim Cummings' voice Robotnik in there, right? Snively. I love it. So, yeah, I'll put Pokemon Snap up there. I want to play the original. I'm gonna play the original on emulator someday, chat. I'm gonna pelt like Pikachu with those tear gas grenades. Just coughing. Oh Lord. And he has a bonus question related to this question, chat. Bonus question: what is your favorite ice cream flavor? I love my cookie dough. I'm big on the cookie dough. You know, I also like, that's like, if I had to pick an ice cream, like, I'm gonna get cookie dough. It's good. I like the vanilla. I like the chocolate chips in there. I like the cookie dough pieces, Shad. Love me something like, oh, it's so good. Maybe if they got, like caramel, they got some caramel mixed in there, too. That's my thing. I'm all about that. If they put some caramel in that cookie dough, I'm good. That's good ice cream right there, Chad. Tower fan flavor, yes. Thankfully, I'm a little sweaty. I'm a little sweaty right now. Not too sweaty. That Tower fan sound pretty good. I can't wait to not get it. I love cookie dough and brownie. Oh, brownie batter. Yeah, I love all those things like with cakey things inside. Oh, it's not really, but whatever it is. Ice cream soup. My favorite flavor is me. I'm my own favorite flavor. We hungry. Now you want me getting ice cream now, chat. Don't do that. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm eating salads and salmon and stuff and chicken breasts and things, chat. Eggs. A lot of leafy greens. Now you got me wanting ice cream. Did someone say brownie batter? Oh! That's Naya Brownie's favorite flavor. You're your own favorite flavor, Naya Brownie. Ice cream soup. What's everyone's favorite ice cream flavor? I'm very curious about this. Make that electric rat feel pain. Oh, cookie dough. Cat's face likes cookie dough and brownie batter. Cookies and cream. Vanny says cookies and cream. That's his favorite. Like I like cookies and cream too. I'm a big cookies and cream fan. I think I would get cookie dough over cookies and cream, but all respect to cookies. I mean, basically smashed up Oreos in there, but I'm all for that. That's good. It's good to splurge sometimes. I might get some ice cream then. The last show of Sonic Anime series was about Silly Bowser's Revenge, and I'm not alone with a pair of evil red eyes implied to be a villain that had appeared early in the void. We're trying to save Sally's father from Kane. Oh, all right, fair enough. There you go. I mean, you. Cookies and cream says Dark Slayer. Thunder Lee says mint. I respect mint. A lot of people are like, no, mint. I like mint. There's few flavors that I dislike when it comes to ice cream. Cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, cookies and cream, and peanut butter cup. Oh, yeah, peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter and vanilla ice cream. That's good shit. That's a good combination. Tres leches with rum. There's tres leches with rum ice cream? Oh, you can add rum. I've done that before. That's good. I had cookies and cream earlier. So good. Yay. See, now I'm going to get some. Now, I got to get some ice cream after this. I'm going to go get some ice cream. Cookies and cream earlier. So good. Not running vanilla bean with Reese cups crushed in. Ooh, that sounds good, too. Glee, Ben Jerry's Netflix and Chilled is one I've been enjoying lately. Usually cherry. Oh, Jerry Garcia. Very popular one. Very good one. I like those cherry chunks in there. Do I partake in the chronic juice? No, I don't. I'm not for sure what that is. Banana pudding shakes? Never had that. I like bananas. I like nanas, though. I like vanilla ice cream with magic shell chocolate syrup. Keeping it simple. Strawberry cheesecake. Oh, I love the cheesecake. Definitely cheesecake ice cream. Like, cheesecake is like one of my favorite desserts. I do not have it often. I don't even remember the last time I had it, like cheesecake. It's been quite some time, chat. No, actually, it was recently. No, I'm sorry. But it was when we had Corey's brother-in-law. He has a birthday, Melly's birthday, and we got him cheesecake, and he's like, I'm too full. And we were like, nom, 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 nom. We were eating his cheesecake for him. A big fucking cheesecake, too. It was huge. It was like, that wasn't like a slice. It was like this. It was like this big. And I was like, oh, it was so delicious, Chad. It had the crumble graham crack on the bottom, and it was like that vanilla cheesecake with the raspberry and everything. Cake or pie? I'm a pie guy. You know, I don't like regular, like, vanilla chocolate cake. Like, that shit's like, nah, you can keep that. I'm not good. Like, cheesecake's different, you know, I like ice cream cake, sure. We've had this conversation before. But, like, regular, typical cake, I'm just like, yeah. I like tres leches is good. I like tres leches. That's fine. Respectable dessert. A little rum in there, as I said before. It's like that. It makes, tiramisu. Very good. But that wouldn't be my go-to. I don't like regular cake. Typical, prototypical, regular cake. Get out of here. Get out. Carrot. I do like carrot cake. Like, of all the prototypical cakes, I would go with carrot cake. I do like the taste of that. I do like that. Got the walnuts in there, too. Ice cream cake? Yes, ice cream cake I will allow. That is fine. That's good. Oh, Christian leches with rum is Hagen-Dazs flavor. Ooh, I might check that out someday, then. Is it cream cake, too? Nice. Turtle cheesecake. Oh, that's delicious, though. I'm all about that cheesecake, chat. Yes. Key lime pie. Very good. Love key lime pie. I like a good lemon meringue pie. I'm a big pie guy. I'm all about the pie, chat. But in terms of favorite ice cream flavor, cookie dough with a little bit of caramel in there. Caramel. Very nice. And now, chat, we'll move on to Vanny's content creator question. I believe this is his... Is this his... No, this is his second to last question. When folks think of Zelda, they think dungeons, the Master Sword, Link, and beating the fuck out of chickens. It's true. As a content creator, what are the 3 things you would like folks to think of when they think Mr. Revan 7? I think movie reviews, obviously. I think that's been like a big part of my content. People really respond well to that. So you get my scene by scene breakdowns, chat. Not just movie reviews, okay? Not just tune reviews, all right? Not just TV reviews. No, chat. Like proper scene by scene breakdowns, okay? Exaggerated, over the top. Like some of the facts are all over the place, which is fine. It's not about we're going into the specificities of the film and how it made us feel. It's like, no, we're having fun. It's a goofy time. Like, I think that has definitely defined me. Being canceled. I've been canceled many times. By Nia Brownie, call me Hazel, a number of other people in the chat. Definitely, that's big. That's big. And being moist, being very juicy, chat. There was a time period where it's like, that's just what it is. Just being juicy. I think those are the big things, chat. I also like to think that I'm just like a nice guy. It's a community where we can all be kind to one another and have a good time. It's very, agreeable and just a nice place to hang out and relax and have a nice rapport with each other, chat. The flies! Dirty Erotic Sonic Money. That too. What are the top 3, chat, you associate with me in these streams? What is it about this content? Sorry. I guess I have Chris. Closet furry. Possibly. Alcoholic. Yeah, Tally Symptom. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong of all those. Pretty good. The only thing with my is lots of love among friends. Indeed. That's a positive one. No one agreed. Thank you. My heart's a pitter-pattering with that description. Thank you for the 5 days. Lots of love among friends. You're a bully. Where's the nice guy? I am nice. Creepy Anakin. Not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. I hate them. They're animals. And I slaughter them like animals. Yes. Creepy Anakin, nice guy. I am nice. I am fucking nice. A great supportive community indeed. This community has come and gotten my back so many times, each other's backs, chat. It's been absolutely incredible. So happy to have so many be a part of this, chat. Seriously, thank you. Cheers and salute to you. May the wains of a feather your shake bills heaven as we speak. I'm so fucking nice. Jason, Chris takes huge shits. Chris is the bully. Chris loves the jerking on. I mean, I do certain things. The Garnouche. Mrs. Garnouche. That's a classic. That is a classic. Yeah, you're welcome or whatever. I love it. I think of the great music. My music knowledge. No one can surpass my music knowledge, chat. Level of passion energy. Thank you, Bill Casey. I think just being engaged with the chat, I think that's something that defines me rather well. A lot of streamers, because when you get your viewership in the high hundreds, later in the thousands, it's hard to maintain a rapport, right? And I think I'm lucky. Like, hey, having my viewership, even if, like at where it is right now, it's like maybe I can have this rapport just back and forth with you guys. It's fun. Makes it great. Seriously, though, the return of the Joker voice. Oh, thank you. Yes, my Joker. Hello, bats. I can do that. Behind all the stern and batarangs, you're nothing but a little boy crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. Ah, what the hell? I'll laugh anyway. I do a pretty good Mark Hamill Joker impression, chat. I do. Oh, bats, you've had the guts for that. You would have done it years ago. On the other hand, I got it. Need more hot tub streams, definitely. Oh, shit, that was pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like doing impressions. I've been thinking about doing themed streams someday where I literally dress up as the character and play a game. Everything from Mark Hamill's Joker to Bane to Schmeagol gone from Lord of the Rings. Just a sweet fun to eat, please. You must watch me play the games, please. I can do that. It will kill my voice the next day, but I can do it. Friends, Schmeagol just wants a friend. Jason, honestly, being part of this community here on DT makes us get close and sort of become family. Family, bro, family. I've never felt so close to get with any other community level. Thank you! Jason, that's very kind of you to say. Knowing woman, I know it confuses some people since the title is Legend of Zelda, thinking Zelda's the main character there. Oh, yeah, all the time. I always back then I would confuse Zelda for Link. George, yeah, George Lucas. That's me. I made Star Wars, and I'm still waiting for my fucking money. Oh, nice. Oh, that's what they are calling it nowadays. Yes. Think of the video. That impression made my pee sad because it was so good. It was so good. Oh boy, we family, chat. We don't need nothing but family. Nothing stronger than family. Community is like the Hobbs and Shaw of the community. Yes, I was going to mention that one, but since you are, gotcha. Sure, why not? give me your fucking money. I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna play a Star Wars game. I'm gonna play a Star Wars game as George. I'm gonna dress up. I'm practically halfway there, chat. I gotta get the beard. I gotta dye my hair. I gotta wear like a pillow in my in my shirt. Get that pot belly. I gotta get that frog throat. But I will dress up as George Lucas someday and play Star Wars games. And release those on YouTube. I think those will do pretty well. You stayed a month ago. I know, but I'm working on so many other things. these at least I'm having planned. I do have ideas of what I want them to be. Someday I'll get to them. Chat. Oh, Lord. Bat Boy, I like the channel because Juicy Senpai notices me. Corey Senpai never. Oh, well, again, the thing with Double Toasted though, it's hard. I get it because even when I host, when I hosted when Corey might be away or something, like my show's a little different. My content's a little different where, like I am constantly engaged with you guys. I might be playing again, I might be doing a review, but I'm able to go back to the chat, and my audience is not as large as Double Toasted's audience on Twitch. They have hundreds of people going on in the chat, and typically nowadays it's hitting over 1,000 viewers on most of the shows, and it's hard to engage with that because it's going by so quickly. Other thing about it is a lot of Double Toasted content is it's conversational, and Corey is also he's controlling the show, playing the clips, which is it's hard to do at the same time and maintain a conversation. So you know, I totally understand why he's not able to engage the chat. Like, even when I'm doing it, I'm like, it's hard for me. Like, I'll take maybe a moment to look and see what people are saying, but you know, you want to try maintain a flow. It's all about maintaining a flow, and that's a very delicate thing to do. So, which mine is a little more. It's laid back. My stuff is a little more laid back. Koki, welcome to stream. Tabs and lots of fucking tabs. Too many tabs, chat. Oh Lord. Oh, good to see you, Koki. Hope you're doing very well. I've been doing my class on the glass cast for your ass with a little bit of sass right now. It's been fun. It's been very fun. Y'all amazing. But thank you, Casfe. Yeah, it's hard. Like that doing the switcher and the conversation and keeping on task and stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And that's why every time I finish doing a show, I feel tired. I'm just like, God damn. And he does it 6 days a week. Oh Lord. If you're reading this far, it's too late. Oh, what's up, Newsy Duck? What's going on? What happened? What's up? I'm sorry, I must have missed your comment. My apology. You can post it again. Red Patrick Corey. Yes, Corey does indeed pay me. I do get paid, chat. I do get paid. It helps pay the bills. Thank God. It is indeed. It's all good. Mr. Evan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed your before. Mr. Evan, I am back and hungry. Newsy Ducky, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry I missed you there. My apologies. Nothing. Tee-hee-hee. Tee-hee-hee. Talking about what people know me for. And obviously it's responding to the chat and not ignoring anybody. Oh. Do I get paid in rice cakes or Vienna sausages? The things that killed Uncle Ben? Peter, you need to eat these sausages, Peter. Everybody knows you love Mary Jane, Peter. And it's obviously rice cakes. I'm trying to watch my weight. I don't want to end up like Uncle Ben. The fucking cholesterol of that bullet was going to kill him, chat. It was going to be one of those things. It was no out for him. He was going to die that day no matter what. No matter what, chat. Godspeed, Spider-Man. MJ and I are going to have a hell of a time. From evil. Finish it. Finish it. From evil. Chad, he's coming back, baby. And we're going to get William Dafoe in the next Spider-Man. I want, that's, of anything at this point, it's just going to be a fucking hodgepodge of characters, Chad. They're cramming everything in there. The least they can do is bring back William Dafoe as the Green Goblin, right? We deserve that. Chad, I just want that. I want it so bad. Oh, Lord. Now we'll move on to Vanny's final question. Oh, no, he has two more. He has two more. Thank you. Thank you so much. Luke the boss of the video. Did you ever do a what if Uncle Ben lived? I feel like they probably have. I would not be shocked. I feel like that probably happened. I imagine that's out there. Dark's another emote. You as Green Goblin. Finish it. Definitely. Just me with the goblin mask on. Like, but it's just like, you can see my face, but like the head and ear portion. That'll definitely happen, chat. No question. But I got to hit partner, though. I need to hit partner in order to be able to upload more emotes, chat. I can't do it. I'm still sitting on 4 emotes I can't do anything with right now. I'm not able to upload them, so someday. Finish it! Just Uncle Ben is the Green Goblin. Let's do it. Let's do it. But now this is Vanny's music question. Say what you want about the Zelda franchise. You gotta admit, the main theme is absolute masterpiece. Yes. Which version of the iconic theme is your favorite, and why is it Link to the Past? I mean, is that Link to the Past? That chiptune music. I love my chiptune music. There's been many variations on the Zelda theme, chat, the overworld theme, what have you. But Link to the Past is that classic one. It's the one and I'm biased. I played Link to the Past probably more than any Zelda game on my SNES way back in the day, chat. And it's the one that I'm just most familiar with. And I have a little bit of that right here, chat. And we'll go ahead and listen to that. God damn it, Bugs Bunny. I don't want to hear about you being the GOAT. Okay? No, I'm here to listen to Zelda. Obviously. Oh, here we go. It's the one. This is the one, Chad, I've always associated. Now, there's other ones. more fancy, of course, and have the orchestra coming in there, chat. This was it was a big part of my childhood, this one. Now I just twerk in the chaos. I think everyone knows this song. If you don't play Legends, you just know this song. We're listening to the whole goddamn thing, chat. No name, who would think search the 5 easy? If you need me, I have a dungeon experience. Exactly. It's dangerous to go and take this. This is copyrighted? Oh, well, it's video game music, so I should be fine. I mean, this theme plays in the overworld when you're walking around and stuff, so I should be good. Good to see you there, Miguel. Now, of course, there are more orchestral versions of this theme, chat, which sound incredible. I mean, again, this is a very personal, very biased thing in regards to, like, my favorite. I mean, this is the Zelda game I played the most back in the day, so this is why it's kind of my favorite. No particular reason, just because it's the one I was most familiar with growing up with. Yeah, classic indeed, Glee. Classic indeed. Original music from games should be fine. Oh, no, there's some wonderful. There's a lot of instrumental scores from games. I've talked about the Mass Effect series before. God of War is great. 2018. You know, Last of Us, Uncharted, chat. Now there's some great video game orchestral music out there. You know, but yeah, I love my chiptune too. From the 80s and 90s, and this is one of my favorites. Highly recommend checking it out. I said it a few times, but I just beat Ghost Runner. I'm sorry, and def recommend it. I think it'll be a fun game to stream. Thank you for the recommendation, Red Badger. I'll add that to my Word doc I got here. Ghost Runner. What platforms is that currently on? Halo soundtracks. Oh yeah, Halo's great. Yeah, those scores, those fucking monks, man. Oh, I meant in terms of DMC. I think I should be fine, though, because it's video game music. Now, there's some video game music which I have been hit with a copyright for. It's like, what? But I think I should be okay with that one, hopefully. Assassin's Creed. Oh, yeah, Assassin's Creed has some great music. When we start writing fan fiction, nice. Am I in it? Am I playing one of the characters? Thank you. Thunder Grinder 69. Is that your name? Thunder Grinder 69. That's a hell of a goddamn name. Thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry Thunder Grinder. Did you listen to the Sonic 5th Anniversary Orchestral thing? Yes, I did. It was pretty cool. It's a Ghost Runners on all platforms. Gotcha. Thank you. DT fanfic? I hope so, Ace Rock. Ace Rock, the body rock don't stop. Sorry, I missed you there, Ace Rock. Happy to have you here. Welcome. Good to see you. Chris, am I in it? Me. Rubs nips. Me. I better be. Oh, Lord. Can make it here messy and play Evanescence while looking moody. You know what? I can do that. I can do that, Chad. Hold on. Some of you know what I'm about to do. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that, chat. All right. Stop, no. It's not a face, Dad. It's Evanescence. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up inside. Is that your voice? No. So this is so there's a famous episode from SpongeBob called Doodle Bob, where Patrick and SpongeBob, they find a pencil, like a giant pencil from like the surface, and what they draw, you know, on the ground and stuff actually like comes to life. And SpongeBob draws himself, but it's like this fucking demented, clearly not, like few chromosomes are gone version of it, and his name is Doodle Bob, and he's like, I knew you, and he tries to kill SpongeBob and Patrick afterwards, and it's fucking hilarious. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God. This is what Chris sounds like a few drinks at the end of every stream. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, my Lord. I'm coming from 7. Hey! I mean, yeah. But no, it's awesome. I love that version of Bring Me to Life. And I can actually play without getting hit with the copyright. So if I ever have a request for Evanescence chat, Doodle Bob cover. Doodle Bob cover, chat. Oh, so just blast it on the watch on the absolutely. Yeah, there's some great episodes. That's when I was watching the show way back in the day. That was like the first 5 seasons. That was some funny fucking shit. New hype trains on. Oh, that should be the theme song of your new DT family. Yes. You will pass to come back to me and I don't like it. That's what broccoli boy Josh sounds like. Oh, King Kodiak, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. We're having a good time. We're having a good time today. You know, just listen to Evanescence. Oh, thank you for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. To show you, I have such sights to show you. Indeed. Oh, my Lord, let's get to, I don't know what led to this. Oh, yeah, was it the overworld theme? Yeah, I guess we talked about Zelda music, and that's what happened. All right. You know, I have time for one more question. You know what, Vanny? I do. Just for you, I'll give you one more. Video game question. The Zelda series has been able to have a mix of strong home console and handheld versions. What other franchises have been able to work across both home and mobile platforms? You know, it's funny. I think it was mentioned before, but I think a lot of Nintendo properties have been able to jump back and forth. So, you know, I mean, there's when you think about it, like Mario games that you've played on the Game Boy, Chad, the Game Boy, you know, the original one, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, etc. But also, all those console ones from the SNES, excuse me, to the NES, the SNES, to the Nintendo 64, to the GameCube, like all those. A lot of those platformers, chat. I'm trying to think what else. Metroid, in terms of 2D platformers, going back and forth, those things on the SNES, you know, on the NES. You also have those ones that are on handhelds, you know, so those are able to go back and forth relatively well. Pokemon, I think. I mean, you have, you know, Pokemon, of course, on the classic Game Boy, but yeah, those Pokemon Stadium games, which was really fun. Remember when you had the N64 and you had those Pokemon Stadium games, you could actually use your game and put it in the back of the N64 controller. Sometimes you need to buy that additional feature for it, but you can then use your Pokemon in that game in like the stadium, and they're all 3D and shit. That blew my mind as a little fucking kid. Like shit like that. But also like recently, last couple of years, Mickey Sheepling, she gave me her copy of Let's Go Pikachu, which I actually really love playing, chat. That was like a 6-part series I did on my channel, and that was surprisingly good on the Nintendo Switch. Really enjoyed it. It was a remake of the classic Red and Blue, or really Yellow, which was the last game in that generation, Yellow, and I loved it. Yeah, I think there's been some Mario Kart games on you know, handheld, along with some Super Smash Bros. And yeah, that Nintendo properties, you know, they're good at both on mobile, you know, mobile handheld things and also consoles. So definitely those Pokemon Snap, Stadium, Rumble, Wii Park, Pokemon Tournament, Go. There you go. Go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ice Rock, what kind of want to pre-order Steam Deck? Hey man, you want to do it? Totally understand. Like it seems to be a great purchase. So I mainly played the Zelda games on Game Boy Color and finished never the 3D ones. Yeah, there you go. But it's like, yeah, it's perfect. Like you have those ones on the console and you have those ones on those handhelds. It works out. Those franchises cross over very well. One of us went and saw bands for free. It was good to see some live bands. Been like a year and a half since the band's live. Yeah, that's right. And then Pandemic, Mario Kart and Kirby. Yep. No, great. Yeah, great picks, Chad. I love it. So yeah, a lot of Nintendo properties, I think, able to go back and forth. These are the ones that were I'm like, yeah. I guess I can also say Final Fantasy. You know, some of those. Although they originally were played on consoles. But yeah, you know, back and forth. Oh, and now, chat, we have, what is this one? I think this is we got another video game question from Vanny. One more, then we'll move on to M. Xavier, chat. We got, chat, you know what, News Duck Week, but you have live music at home, okay? You have live music here. I love Doodle Pop. Oh God, it's back. With the 5 bitties. So sad. Oh, I love it. We're having so much fun. Great handheld games. Counts games. Yeah, I never played those Batman handheld games. I remember I played Batman Return the Joker way back in the day on like the Game Boy Color Advance or something. Remember that one? Oh, Darkseid contemplated about getting a stream deck. You and Ace Rock both. I remember when Valve abandoned it. It doesn't sell well. I remember what happened in the Steam machines. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, for myself, I'm not going to get one just because the last thing I want to do is play games on the go. If I'm going somewhere, if I'm out, the last thing I want to do is play a video game. I play video games all the time, right here. Whether it be on console, PC, I do it for a living, so I rarely, if ever, play games offline when I'm not streaming. Thank you, Lucas, the Biddy. I'm pretty sure they play that in Hot Topic sometimes, definitely. all the covers for Evanescence. All the covers for Bring Me to Life. I love it. Oh, no, I need to find the dual. It's so, Luciano Taku, it's great. It's so good. I think I might incorporate this more in my streams now. This is so funny. It tickles me, chat. We need a Chris Bob. Those derpy eyes. I love it. Oh, my God. Is that Kermit? No, Doodle Bob, man. That Doodle Bob. It's a parody of, actually not parody. It's an abomination version of SpongeBob. Woo. Oh, the Goofy cover is really good. See, that one's, I think, can I play the Goofy cover? The Goofy cover is really good. But that one, I think, might get the copyright because it's just fucking nonsense here. I gotta be careful. The Goofy one, check out the Goofy one, though, chat. Naya's right. That's a really funny one. Wake me up inside, save me. Oh, Lord. What's the question? Oh, yeah, video game question for me. As iconic as the franchise is, the Zelda series, chat, has the 3 Panasonic installments that are so bad Nintendo pretends they don't exist. Yeah. I personally remember playing Zelda and the Wand at Gamelon at Disney World. Epcot Center used to have a giant free arcade of it. And going, what the fuck is this? Non-exaggeration. I started cursing at a very young age. I thought he was crushing them games. Did you ever try those games? And if so, what do you think? I've never played them. I never played them myself. I have seen others play them before, so I'm a big, I go back and forth just because sometimes I just don't have time to watch other content, but I'm a big Game Grumps fan. Really love Aaron Hansen, what Dan Avedon have done for years. Really funny stuff, and they've played some of those games, and I love those Let's Plays. They're so fucking funny. Their reactions are great throughout the entire Let's Play. So I have seen someone play them, you know, and it's like there's so much material you can mine and mock and make fun of with those titles. But I will say this, Chad, I will play those games on stream someday. They're always in the back of my mind. Definitely want to do those, chat. But I've never played them. I've only seen other people play them. Oh, usually hate you. I'll pass the new Switch. Do already have the Switch, and it's not big enough upgrade. Fair enough. No, I get you. It's not really Goofy, so it's probably fine. Okay, we'll listen to a little bit of it. We're going to listen to a little bit of Goofy's Evanescence. Bring me alive. Yeah. But I will play those. I got to play them on emulator. If Goofy sings Evanescence Bring Me to Life, hell yeah. Here we go. God damn you, Chromebook ads. What can a person find the Zelda CDI games? Emulator. You can't, I don't think you can even buy them. I don't think there's a way to. I think you have to play the emulator. Oh, here we go, chat. I'm gonna get hit with a fucking copyright.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I've become so numb, without a soul there at home. Wake me up, wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me.
I love that. Save me. Oh my God. That's good. That is some good shit. But I gotta say, I'm still in that doodle bob shit. I'm still on doodle bob. Gorsh. Oh damn, 200 for those? Whoa, yeah, you guys gotta play on my emulators. I fucking love it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so funny. But I will play those Zelda games someday, those CDI games on stream someday, chat. Most likely through emulator. I've lost it. Even when it look a little goofy, Evanescence is gonna cry. But now, chat, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next questions here. I'll also check to see if I got any more questions last minute. But these are from M. Xavier, chat. And he says, earlier this week, there was some controversy in regards to reviewing games in the difficulty level. A video game reviewer came out and tweeted that they always play and review games on the easiest difficulty. And this caused a lot of people to chime in with differing opinions on if a review is legitimate if the game isn't played on at least normal difficulty. Do you think when reviewing a game, the reviewer should be playing the game on the normal difficulty, or does it not matter? I don't think it matters. I think the reviewer should play it on the level of difficulty that they want to. I think a critic's job is to basically tell me, like, if we're just getting down to, like, the simplest of elements, chat, is the game fun to play? Like, do all the mechanics work? You know, did you like the story? Like, these very simple things. Like, did you enjoy the gameplay experience? And if they say, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And so if they play it on easy, I think that's fine. You know, that doesn't really bother me, you know, at all. Then that's how they want to play the game. That's how they play the game. I typically play on normal, you know, a little challenge. But if they liked it on easy, more power to them. I also understand, like, why they do that, because it makes sense. Because, you know, they have to review so many goddamn games every year. I mean, you know, all the time. And it's like, you have a fucking deadline. You got to put out that review. You got to be timing with it. And so, you know, whether it be written or video or something, you want to put your thoughts down. So they play on easy. I think that doesn't bother me at all. I think their job is to just does the game work, and is it fun to play? What's good about it? What's best about it? If they have to, if that person prefers to play it on the easy certificate, I think that's totally fine. So I don't bother. Was it a big like thing where they were like, "Oh, you're not a real reviewer, you're fake" and stuff? Like, if that was the case, that's shitty. I hope that person didn't get a lot of hate. I feel like they did. You know, the gatekeeping in the video game community, chat, can be pretty goddamn rough. But no, I think that their job is just to tell me if the game is good, if it's fun, they had a good time with it, what they thought worked about it, what didn't work about it. It's fine. Difficulty level doesn't even come into it. You know, for me, I'm not, like, when I do my streams, chat, I don't play on the hardest difficulty level. I typically just put it at normal because I think that's just what I want to go for. But if I want to play on easy, I'll play on easy if I want. I've done that before. I played Resident Evil HD, though the first game, on easy mode because it's hard. You know, the tank controls are difficult. There's no shame in that. And there's no shame in them playing that game, in my opinion, on the easiest difficulty level for a review. Because I also understand, like, they got to play a lot of games. I want to get through it as quickly as possible, or, you know, at a good pace. Oh, yeah. You should play how you want. Exactly. That's me. Of course, you just dance to James Brown, Get On Up. Get On Up. That's a good song. Women, so this is where I go high in the ship. No, it's fine. No, if you want to play it easy, like, I'm never going to hate on someone for wanting to play the game on easy. That's what they want to do. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. Should speed they have to release these articles. I don't blame them. Yeah. It's that person's opinion. I don't like. That's true. I mean, there's a lot of other people that play on different. So you don't. Yeah. If you don't like that person's opinion or you don't agree with it, then that's fine. There's so many people's opinions out there. I like a little challenge when I play Snake in ping pong on my turn. Cromartie was big giving the critical. Really? Well, yeah. He's got a lot of opinions. I don't always agree with him. So I don't. Yeah. Well, let me look up what he was saying. Was this like, I guess it was this week, it was very recent. I'll look it up. But no, my whole thing is just play how you want to play. Whether that be on hard, whether that be on normal, whether it be on easy, I don't think it's a big deal personally. But other people want to give people hell. You know, they got nothing better to do. Let's see here. Let's see. What was he saying? Boom. Was this recently, I guess? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything from him. I mean, maybe he did something. It's like, all right, whatever. I mean, that's his opinion. I know. It doesn't bother me. Just let me know if it's good. Will you read the Continuing Adventures of Stephen St. Major? There's only one chapter, sadly, Koki. There's only one chapter. I haven't read any. I don't think there's anything else out there. Unless someone can find it. You send it to me. You can send it to me. If you send it to me, I will read that. I'll read it after I finish M. Xavier's questions. But again, just got to reiterate, I think the critic's job is just to tell me, did they have a good time with the game? What did they like about it? What did they not like about it? You know, if they play in easy mode, I think that's fine. I don't think that's a big deal. You know, usually gaming, I know that there is a weird mindset where it's like, you're only a real gamer if you play on the hardest difficulty, which I don't adhere to that mindset. It's like, you play games to have fun. I'm not taking them that seriously. You know, if I did that, then I'd be miserable. Just here to have fun. So that's just me, chat. That's just me. Casey, what's up, Nights? Chris, how's the night going? It's going well, man. What's been discussed so far? Oh, we had some Zelda-themed questions. Everything for what I would want from a Zelda movie. What I would want in terms, like, what my favorite Zelda music is. We also were listening to Doodle Bob. Obviously, it's been a good time. Oh, is this his statement? I'll read it. Let's see. If you can't or won't beat games on anything harder than easy, then you're reviewing them for that perspective and not from the perspective of the average player. Then your criticism is worthless. See, God critics actually like video games. It's all getting a little trite. Yeah. I don't agree with him. Your criticism is worthless. So you're not. Are we not then judging the, so like, does that mean like your opinion on the game's story or its characters? Is that negated? That doesn't make any sense. That's, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous statement to make. I mean, listen, he wants to have his opinions. That's fine. You know, but yeah, I mean, you know, he tends to be a little aggressive. So not surprised he'd say something like that. Break trying to kill me. Your game is straight down for that shit. Probably. Probably. I'll probably get hit with a copyright. We'll see. Oh, occurs your part. Oh, he said more. Oh, it does? Okay. Oh, it's from the, not his statement. Oh, the Wattpad. Okay, I'll read this. Misa loves you. Oh, he's one Kermit. That's right. Kermit was the end credit stinger. I will read that, chat. I will read that after I finish M. Xavier's questions. Let's see what else do we have from M. Xavier, chat. Give this man the respect he deserves. You're probably the biggest Star Wars fan that I know, so I think you are the right person for this question. Why is the Star Wars fandom so divisive? It seems like no one can agree on what Star Wars is truly about and what everyone has their version on Star Wars. It's a good question. Yes, it is divisive. I mean, I think with any big property, it can get divisive, but Star Wars more than others. I would agree with that statement. I think it's a combination of several things. One of the big things I think played a role in that maybe created the entitlement or created the idea of what your Star Wars or their Star Wars is after the release of Return of the Jedi in 1983, there was a drought of Star Wars content in terms of, mainstream stuff. Because we had 83, which was, of course, the Return of the Jedi. And then it wasn't until the late 90s that we started to get more Star Wars content. We got the release of the special editions in 97 in preparation for, Phantom Menace, which was released in 99. So it's really really there was an absence of Star Wars content, truly new Star Wars. Yes, there were changes made to the special editions, sure, okay, in 97 to A New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, but really there wasn't any mainstream Star Wars content from 83 to 99. Now, that's not saying that there wasn't Star Wars content. It absolutely was, in the form of books, in the form of comics. Some great Star Wars content, chat. Things like Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy, expanded books that went into the history of Boba Fett, so much stuff. I mean, literally, nearly 20 years of new content that expand upon the events that happened after Return of the Jedi. George Lucas himself said, it's not canon. He didn't think it was canon, but a lot of people considered it to be. A lot of people considered that, no, this is what happens after the events of Return of the Jedi. This is what happens in between all this stuff, before A New Hope, all this material. And because George Lucas, it's not his job to maintain what is and what is not canon. I mean, it's a property that expand upon. He just gave the license to other people. It's here's the fucking license, write this, and I'm going to pocket some money from it. That's what it was. And you had this basically 20 years of this new content. People were very attached to it. I think that played a role, and that's what people thought of Star Wars at that time, the fan base. Not talking about the mainstream media, the fan base and what they loved about it, from 83 all the way to 99. All that new content that was created. And then you had the prequels. And so, at this point, you have the nostalgia, you have the love of those original 3 films, New Hope, Empire, and Jedi. You had that nearly 20-year period of people immersing themselves in this new Star Wars content that did not have the involvement of George Lucas. They had that, and then they got the prequels. And the prequels, I can say for myself, was not a big fan of Phantom Menace and Attack the Clones and Revenge. There's interesting things in them. There's gems of good ideas in them. There really are. It's there's some good ideas here. They're not executed well. And I think when people said, you waited since 1983 for new Star Wars movies, and this is what you get, that breeds that resentment. That breeds that fucking hatred. That's and I get that. It's oh, really? We waited all this time, and this was the final product, and it's disappointing. And people stew in that. They mock it. They make fun of it. They get mad about it. That played a big role in that divisiveness. But you also had fans of it. You also had people who did not grow up with the original trilogy. You also had people that did not grow up and read the expanded universe materials from 83 all the way to 99, and that was still going on at this time. And so you had new fans who liked it, and those people argued with each other because that was their Star Wars. Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, you just said that's their Star Wars, and they liked that. And you had all these other series that came out after it. You had the 2D animated series Clone Wars. You had the 3D animated series Clone Wars. And so you had that back and forth and stuff. And then eventually you had, Lucasfilm getting into this, eventually buying the property, doing what they wanted with it. Now negating things that all the stuff that came out in between 83 and 90, all that Legends material, they call it now. Expanded Universe material is now called Legends. That's gone now. They're going to cherry pick from that. That's eliminated. The only thing that are canon now are these movies, are these specific movies and these specific series, and that's it. We create our own thing. That breeds resentment. That breeds contempt. Movies are hodgepodge of quality, I'd say. Some are good, some are not. Some of the series are good, some are not. Some of the comics are good, some are not. It's a mixture. It's a very mixed bag. That brings resentment. And there's also the gatekeeping, which is absolutely part of it. A lot of people deny gatekeeping exists. Gatekeeping absolutely fucking exists. I see it. Well, you're not a real fan if you don't read the books. You're not a real fan if you never read this comic. You're not a real fan if you didn't see the despecialized version. It's it's ridiculous. That's bullshit. And those people are very toxic and very mean. If you like Star Wars, you like what you want from Star Wars. At the end of the day, I have my opinions in Star Wars, and people have their opinions in Star Wars. like what you like. It's what I hear. This new philosophy that I've been saying and practicing. I think for the really when I started streaming for a living. Actually, ever since I started streaming, just like what you like, don't like what you don't like. Just don't be a dick about it. You know, we can agree, disagree. We can have a passionate conversation, of course, but not to be mean, not to be harassing. I think that's very important. And sadly, there is a major gatekeeping in the Star Wars fan base and community, and it leads to that toxicity in all these fucking YouTube videos and things, and it just makes it very unappealing to people on the outside who maybe want to get in the Star Wars, and they see that. It's the first thing they see. It's like, ew, no, I want to get fucking involved in that. No, and I don't blame them. But I think it's a combination of all those things. It's the drought that happened from the 80s, like in terms of mainstream media. It was the drought. It was the content that was being created without the supervision of someone like George Lucas, even though he's not obligated to supervise all that shit. That's not his responsibility. He's a filmmaker. It was the special editions. It was the prequels. It was the Disney acquisition. It was the gatekeeping. I think all these things played a role into what the fan base is. And there are some really positive aspects about the Star Wars fan base, no question, and there's some very negative aspects about the fan base. And at the end of the day, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm going to like what I like, and I'm going to dislike what I dislike. Always going to have these passionate conversations with you guys about it, have fun with it. But yeah, it's depending on which community, depending on which, person you follow who covers Star Wars content, you're going to have a certain point of view, either negative or positive. My opinion's worse, and that's fine, Naya. You can have that opinion. Hi, just George Lucas X Misoerotic fanfic. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I'm curious what you guys are saying. Retro Peach, welcome. No, I'm glad you got to give us up. There's a book about this called Star Wars: A Triumph of Nerd Culture. You should. I'm gonna check that out. MisaCon 2021. Newsy, the Game of Thrones spin-off series will come out before the last book. Of course it will. All of these shows come out before that book. Oh, Lord. We can ask Mr. George R. R. Martin for advice on any Star Wars. That's true. He sold the rights, so he can't really decide what canon is anymore. Even before that, he didn't know. He didn't know. He's just giving the license out, and it was like, oh, shit. Create a monster. He didn't even realize it. There was so much stuff that was canned at the time. Yeah, there was. And it's like, I get you want to, it's like, all right, we gotta filter through this stuff because we know what's working, what's not. So I get that. Yeah, the franchise is so bad that Craig no longer has control of it. Yeah, for a long time. Mm-hmm. Because Mr. Lucas hates us. I don't think he hates us. I don't think he hates the fans. I don't think it's anything like that. He's just, he's a guy that has these ideas. The booty's Mises now. I love that. It's all over the place. My opinion is worse. Boomers. Casey, it's become a very much ruined part of the fan base and debasing on the material when Disney bought it out. The Kathleen Kennedy's not done any favors with the new series. It's just, I don't know. It's a combination of things. I'm not here to set the blame on Kathleen Kennedy. I'm here to set the blame on George Lucas. I'm not here to set the blame on just the fans. It's a number of things. I'll admit that it's a number of different things. I'm not ready to blame one person in particular. Because it's not. It never is. So, yeah. Yeah. Voice search site. Here's cool, though. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, we can disagree. Like, I'm not a fan of The Last Jedi. I've talked about that. But I know a lot of people love that movie. I know a lot of people that love that movie. But it's fine. I'm not, at this point, what I will say in regards to Star Wars is I want to watch Star Wars content that I personally really enjoy and share with you. Like, doing the Star Wars, the Bad Batch watch parties chat that we've done for the past nearly 12 weeks. We've done it for 12 weeks, chat. Pretty incredible. We've done it for 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. No, 3 months. We've done it for 3 months. It's been great. I really love that. I love the story. I love those characters. I love the world, that time between, A New Hope, especially Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. I think it's been really cool. That's like a really positive Star Wars thing I think it's going on right now. It's not, I don't know how it's doing in terms of viewership, but I like it and I like talking about it. I like sharing that experience with you. I think it's been pretty positive, so that's just me. Every community has shitty people. Agreed. If you could have seen the whiny brony bitch. Oh, geez, I don't even know. Was that a thing? The bronies? I thought the My Little Pony fan, weird, certainly, with the, the bronies and cloppers and stuff, but was it really negative? Jesus. They had Derpy Hooves. Derpy Hooves was what's that pony's name? The one that's, like, literally derpy. Like his eyes don't work. I like that one. Chris Lucas needs to come in and say, I'm going to save the Star Wars franchise, but, before I do that, I might need some fucking money. So the toys. The toys! Well, Force Awakens and Last Jedi, that's fine. I think I know, like, George Lucas literally went into fits of rage because he thought gay fanfics sullied the Star Wars brand. Look, man, it goes over there. Really? Wow. I am all for disagreeing, but there's a line that I'd rather not get crossed. I hate that some people harass. That's yeah, I know. Like with what's her name, the actress who played Rose Tico. It's like, guys, first of all, they have nothing better to do. Those people that harass that woman, they have sad, pathetic little lives. No, like, you know, like, I wasn't a fan of the character either, but I'm not like, well, I must destroy. It's like, are you really going to spend your time doing that? It's like, why? How miserable, how sad is your life that you're going to harass this person? You're going to spend hours, and I know, and they get a fucking kick out of it when they're like, yeah, I made her feel bad. It's like, what kind of shitty, sad person are you for doing that? That I'm like, oh, God. Never fall into that, chat. Never fall into that, because those people are sick. They are sick, not just like, you know, because they have bad attitudes, but they're just shitty people. They're trash people, and to treat people like that, and because their idea of making someone else feel bad will make them feel good shows how sick they are. Terrible. Oh, anyway, King Kodiak. I love that show before watching Rise of Skywalker. King Kodiak is someone who never found a way into Star Wars, Disney Plus shows. That's great. That's great. You know, like Mandalorian. I really like the Mandalorian, though that's now everything with what's her name, Gina Carano. But yeah, the Mandalorian was such a cool little entry point for people with Star Wars. It was like, hey, here's some things you don't really need to know that much, really. You know, and I think the Star Wars The Bad Batch. I really like Rebels. You know, Star Wars Clone Wars. Like, there's some good stuff there. Yeah, but most of the Star Wars fan base and media, the MCU and comic book media is more must-steam. I get that. Like, there are other, and thankfully, there are so many other things other than Star Wars out there for you to enjoy. More power to you. Maybe Star Wars is Steve Buscemi. I'm going to read that in a bit. After I finish M. Xavier's next question. I want to have the Slave Leia outfit back. That's all I want. I want that, too. That was hot. Necrophonic, I never liked the movies outside the first two, but I liked the animated series and Mandalorian. That's fine. KC, I love that world, the timeline before New Hope and the Clone Wars and everything that was done with the series before the Revenge of the Sith. Oh, yeah, like the KOTOR and stuff. I love that. I love that stuff, too. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, there was other people, like, creating material, like BioWare made KOTOR and all the history of Revan and stuff. That was interesting, and now it's slowly being retroactively recreated again, so we'll see. Like, yeah. And I'm not, like, dismissing even Expanded Universe. I love a lot of that Expanded Universe Legends material. I love Thrawn. You guys know how many times have I talked about Grand Moff Thrawn on this stream, chat? Love that character. Kyle Katarn, Dash Rendar. There's so many of these characters that I love. I read these books. I own these books. I had the Han Solo trilogy, which I loved. Some good stuff. Jason, I really like Last Jedi, but it's not my favorite. It has issues, but a few of them I let slide. But I respected them for doing something different and taking risks. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, exactly. We can agree to disagree, and we can do it in a positive, healthy way. And I like that. That's another thing I like about this community, chat. We can agree to disagree and not be... Perhaps Clone Wars was my favorite arc of Star Wars. That's like, a lot of people's Star Wars was Star Wars of Clone Wars, the animated series. Mm-hmm. Okay, also, Chris, do you think that Jar Jar is the villain theory should have happened in the prequels? No. It's funny, though. It's a funny theory. I like it. I like that kind of stuff. But no. Jar Jar's the key. He's the key. I make so much fucking money off of him. That's what they wanted. Chris Cummings, Tran, Ahmed Bass, Jake Lloyd, Hayden Christian, John. Yeah, a lot of people. Last Star Wars movie that drew me interest was Solo for some reason. I like, you know what? I like the idea of Solo. I just thought it was kind of... I haven't really talked about Solo on my channel before. I haven't reviewed it. Like, I like the idea, because, it reminded me of, like, the Han Solo trilogy in the books that came out in the 90s, which I really enjoyed and loved. They were great. Everything before, like, A New Hope and stuff, when Solo was, like, a late teen. And he was, like, 18 and 19 in his early 20s. Because I think he's supposed to be, like, 25 in A New Hope or something. I think he's supposed to be in his mid to late 20s. Whatever the case. But, so I was like, well, I could see a Solo film. But at the same time, it was weird just because the character had died in Force Awakens. So it's like, I don't know. I would have preferred like a Lando movie. That would have made more sense to me. We didn't get that. But yeah, and the movie just didn't perform. I don't know. It's not like it wasn't a bad movie. It was just kind of like, oh, that happened. It was fine. It was entertaining. It had some good moments, but it didn't like... I was like, wow, like Rogue One. Like, I think Rogue One has issues. I've talked about them on my stream before. But like Rogue One had those moments like, okay, this is really fucking good. There's some good stuff in here I really liked and really, expand the world. And I filled in a plot hole in regards to the, Death Star plans. Like, this is interesting. But yeah, that's just me. We can go about this forever. That aggression comes from never touching pee-pee or boob. That is true. That is true. That's a big thing. That's a big thing with it. Bronies would complain about the show if it didn't follow their heck. Oh, fucking Christ. They cry for years about Twilight Sparkle becoming princess and getting away. What? Okay. Like your Necrofunk, I'll never understand that kind of mindset. Like, I was hyped for years for Cyberpunk, and when that was let down, I never would have guessed that Twitter also the harassed death. Yeah, it's like, again, I think part of it is too. I should have mentioned this before. Part of your question, M. Xavier, is the investment. Is that, I think that's another role. I should have mentioned this before. Is just the sheer amount of fucking effort and investment that people put into this, and it's like their lives. It's like their whole fucking lives, and it's like, you need help if you think that you're just putting so much of your life in this one thing. You can be a fan of something. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Star Wars. I'm a fan of, Marvel and DC and shit. But I'm not like every day just, no. That's not a healthy mindset at all. So that definitely plays a role in it too. That investment, that unhealthy investment. So good point, Victor Necrofunk. Very good point. Larry Miguel, the people in the Star Wars fandom who falsely accuse me, bullied, and harassed me for, oh, damn, I have anxiety trauma over that, and I need a therapist about this. Oh, I'm sorry, Larry Miguel. I'm sorry to hear that. Jason Bear, I really like that shitty, but it's not my favorite. I'm sorry. I think I read part of this. I totally understand where you're coming from, though. I thought that Solo 7, 8 were fun, but not great. Rogue was amazing. Rise of Skywalker is bad. Yes. Miss Revan in a Slaylet. Hell yeah! Writes DT fanfic. The only fan bases that don't seem to have a toxic bone in their bodies are Mission Impossible and Fast and Furious. Even Marvel had the rotten egg. That was proven on Captain Marvel. Yeah, it's true. I wasn't a fan of Captain Marvel, but that's, I guess it was negative. Felt like some of those outside people though, but yeah, fair enough. I guess. Yeah, it's true. Like, no, I don't hear anyone like Mission Impossible just being like, brah, Ethan or something, or Fast and Furious. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's dumb. We love it. That's about it, milady. Will you wear the slave out for Halloween stream? I'll do that someday. I'll make that a goal. I'll make that a stretch goal someday, chat. I'll think about it. Music gonna take over the world. The Pringles tips for door for the movie ball. Chris Ayers, that's because I think I have most of the Star Wars films on there. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll check what I don't have on there tonight. We'll check later. I like Rogue One. The last Star Wars movie I saw was Last Jedi. I didn't even do Solo Episode 9. What? That's fine. Rogue One and Solo are the only Star Wars movies I like under Disney. I like The Force Awakens. I really did. I mean, it has some issues, but I really did like it. But yeah, as a whole now, it's like kind of like eh. I only like 1 out of the 3 of the new trilogy they did. I enjoyed Solo, but I felt like that had a lot of setup for Solo 2 and 3. Yes, agreed. Rogue One had the advantage of me. It was one-off very much because they killed everybody. They killed everybody. Eric Butts? Who's Eric Butts? Not familiar with that person. Han Solo was a smuggler before joining the Rebels. His origin should have been way more serious and have dark moments. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Well, he has a dark, like in the Han Solo trilogy books. I'm getting way into the weeds here. Like it deals with his traumatic childhood and stuff. It is. But I would have really have liked to have seen Phil Lord and Chris Miller's version. I was like, that they would have. Nothing against Ron Howard. He's a good director. He's definitely good director. But like, they would have brought some humor. Because that was the thing about it. It's like, no, the humor hitting that movie for me. I was like, it's fine. Like, I really wanted to see what their take was. And apparently they were turning into a comedy, which I'm like, I'm okay with that. And I guess it didn't work for certain people there. I know that they had many disagreements with Kathleen Kennedy. I know that was a thing. But yeah. What are you gonna do, Chad? What are you saying? So when you gonna start saying us jizz? Later, I'm gonna do that soon. Oh, the Star Wars Holiday Special. That is a full agreement. Full agreement. Film Freak, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Ace Rock, it bugs the fucks out of me how Luke and Ray are both essentially the same character, but even when shit's on Ray. Yeah, that's a whole can of worms. Whole can of worms, chat. I like the Bad Batch, and the Bad Batch has so much. It does whitewashing. Really? I don't see that at all. Yeah. Agree to disagree with that one. But yeah, the answer, that's the answer, Xavier. That's my answer. What would you say is the perfect or close to perfect Saturday morning cartoon life in your opinion? Oh my God, going back to my childhood chat. Like I remember watching Batman, the animated series, Superman, the animated series back in the day, and like Saturday mornings. Like it was Marvel and DC. I think because you got to go back between different channels or something. But I remember like Batman animated series, Superman the animated series, like way back in the day, like 90s. Spider-Man, X-Men, Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain. Like those were mine. Going between like Warner Brothers and Fox or like Fox Kids or whatever it was, and they all had them on there. Like that was definitely mine in like late 90s. Had my fucking cereal or whatever I was eating. And just watching that for like 3 hours or however long it was. But that was big. That was big for me. Digimon, oh yeah, Digimon Kids, Digimon and Pokemon and stuff. That was in there too. That was definitely in there too, chat. No doubt about it. Muppet Babies, Batman animated series, hands down. Treasure Shoe, Jace and the Wheeled Warrior. I never watched that one. I don't know what that is. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. What was that about? Digimon, Fox Hits, yep. Hulk animated series. Oh yeah, they had Hulk. They had, like before they did like X-Men, and maybe they did them at the same time. Before they did definitely before Spider-Man at least. Yeah, they did like Fantastic Four, and they did Hulk, and they did Iron Man, and they did Silver Surfer, I think, at one point. Yeah. I wonder, wrestling after. My dad was all about that. He watched that afterwards. Spider-Man animated series, yeah. You know, it was like, what was it? Spider-Man, radioactive spider blood, like that shit. Jackie Chan Adventures. Oh my God, yes. Super underrated. So one more thing. His very stereotypical Asian uncle. One more thing, Jackie. Hiya, whatever the hell he used to fucking say. Oh, Lord. Yeah, definitely. Jackie Chan Adventures. That was a really good show. I just loved the whole premise of it. And the talismans, they all did different fucking... And after the talismans, they moved on to other magic mumbo-jumbo. But that was great. And they had, what's his name? Toru? What was the big guy who was a villain at first, but he joined them. He was like their friend. And he was like really like, he took care of Jade a lot. What the fuck is that guy? Toru, right? God, I haven't fought... we talked about it before, but I haven't thought about that character in so long. Shin-Chan is such a dirty anime. I don't know how it passes children's show. I'm not familiar with that one. Love Thundercats and Sailor Moon. I remember like Thundercats and Sailor Moon like being on it late at night, like on Cartoon Network, like late night being like 7 or something like that. But yeah, I remember Shaolin Showdown, where they literally had an Asian character in yellowface, voiced by Tara Strong. Gabriel Krasinski developed Space Adventure is Jace and the Wheel Wars, heavily inspired by stars. I never heard of that before. Toonami. Yeah, I remember like Thunder, Toonami. Oh God, chat. Now, other than Saturdays, yeah, you had all those shows, but Toonami, that was the shit. Toonami was the thing that exposed me to anime, chat. Not in a sexual way, of course, in a non-sexual way. Like, you know, Tom, Steve Blum's Tom, like that OG. Thank you, Luke Boss the Biddy. I loved the show as a kid. It made me wish I could cast spells. Yeah, it was great. It was really good. Yeah, he was always casting spells and shit. Had a influence, obviously, Jackie Chan movies, but Big Trouble in Little China as well. So goddamn good. But like Toonami, Chad, that was the shit. Do they still do Toonami? Is that still a thing? I know occasionally they do like, they bring it back for like weird stuff. Like the last time I saw a Toonami segment, I was like, what the hell wasn't on for like 5 years? And they reviewed Mass Effect 3, which funny enough, actually stars Steve Blum as one of the characters. And like Tom reviewed Mass Effect 3 in 2012. It was really odd. Oh, it's part of Adult Swim now? Okay. But like, yeah, chat, like Toonami, that's where I first saw Cowboy Bebop when it came over to the States. After they, it was in Japan in like 98, 99, and they brought, was it like 2000? I think it's when they brought over like in 2000, and that's when I first, I was like, whoa. And I'd never seen anything like that as a kid. Because the one thing, like all my friends, we would all watch Cowboy Bebop like late at night because they were having them every, day or new episode and stuff or whatever it was. Maybe it was like every Friday, I forget. But it was like, and it was like the show we couldn't tell our parents were watching because it was so violent. Like, again, I mean, it's a violent show. Like, I recently did my audio and video commentary series for it across my Patreon chat. Just finished it up recently at the last episode. But it was like, holy shit, like all that stuff. And there was boobs. Chat, and they would bounce, and there was ass. Like, whoa. It was like, we're all being exposed to it for the first time. And people were getting shot in the head and stuff. And everyone's smoking. And it's like, what? Thank you, my base. Could be about Ghost of Shell. Yeah, Ghost of Shell in Inuyasha. That was a big one. I'm sure Chris loves his anime. I love my anime. Galaxy High, Denver the Last Dinosaur. I never heard of any of these. These might be after my time. Yeah, but yeah, Cowboy Bebop was big. Ghost in the Shell I remember watching. What else is on Adult Swim? Or not, well, Toonami. Dragon Ball, obviously. Dragon Ball, that was where I first saw Dragon Ball, was Toonami, was Tom, all that shit. Cowboy Bebop was Adult Swim before they shut off all the anime into Toonami. Toonami shows were so goddamn great. So great, chat. Also, anime of Lupin. Did they do that one too? I might watch that as well. But I just remember distinctly this new show, which I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, that is a gateway. Cowboy Bebop is just, it is such an important anime. That's why it's considered to be like one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Just because it opened up anime, I think, to a lot of Western audiences because it was so based in like West. I mean, a mixture of different things, but a lot of Western culture. And yeah, that's the one that got me into like, okay, what's this anime thing? And I was watching Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball and all that shit back in the day. Funny enough, not Gundam Wing. You know what? It's like, that's the one I remember watching, like parts, maybe episodes, but like I didn't get a sense of what the story was at the time, so I didn't know what was going on. But it's not until recently, actually, thanks to people like Alex Manal and Deadpool, who have gotten me on Gundam. I've been doing this Gundam series called Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS Team, which is about a Gundam ground war in this jungle country. It's basically Vietnam. It's Vietnam with Gundams. And it's really good. I'm like, this is pretty. I like a lot of the characters, Chad. I like the action scenes, very well choreographed, put together. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I've been really loving that. I'll be doing all of that eventually. I'll be finished. Thank you for the most of the videos. I liked the old dubs fine as a kid, but man, the subs are more true to the story and characters. For what you Cowboy Bebop, I love that. I'll admit, I've seen some of the subs for Cowboy Bebop. I have, but that dub, I think that dub for Cowboy Bebop is so good. Like, Spike Spiegel made Steve Blum's career. I love his delivery. Like, all the characters were great. That dub is, I'm not one of those guys like sub all the way. I'm like, I can go back and forth. I can go back and forth with it, but Cowboy Bebop, I'm all about that dub, baby. Yeah. Shame you haven't watched Cowboy Bebop. Oh my God, West, watch Cowboy Bebop and then subscribe to my Patreon for $2, and you'll have access to all my full-length video and audio commentaries for the series. Do that. It is great. It's on Amazon. It's on. I bought it on Amazon, but it's on multiple platforms. Hulu. It's definitely on. I know it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. You have Hulu, you can watch it. That. Astro Boy. I've seen a little bit of Astro Boy. Lupin's one of the oldest and longest running anime franchises since 1970. Yeah, Lupin is great. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, great show. That Cowboy Bebop is heavily inspired by Lupin. Spike Spiegel is very much like the way the characters act and move. It's like, oh, that's Lupin. Very much part of the DNA. Oh, you're heading out, Darkslayer? Darkslayer, have a fantastic evening. Where are you? Did I miss you before? I'm heading out. I need to do some shopping. No problem. All Darkslayer, get your rest. Get your rest, my friend. What else you guys saying? I haven't seen Netflix Lupin, but I haven't heard a lot of buzz. Oh, I didn't know Netflix did a Lupin show. I had no idea. Oh, is that the live action one? Is that what that is? Or is that or did they do an animated thing? Ace Rock and the new arcs of Gundam UC and Gundam Hathaway are cool. So many Gundam shows. And I like that a lot of them are like their lone little thing, though. You can go on the next one's like new characters. That's cool. That's cool. If you want to watch Gundam, Ace Rock's been telling me Iron Blood Orphans for years. Or at least months. Thank you. Don't wait for the 5 minutes. Could be if I had the best animated dog. Oh, yeah, Ein. Yeah, he was a corgi. Highly recommend. He was super adorable. I'm just going through the backlog of comments, chat. Watch Dr. Stone. Love you to watch. Yep, there you go. Ace Rock saying Gundam. Iron Blood Orphan. Someday I will. Maybe I'll do a commentary series for it, too. Doing these commentaries, the customer requests have been able to expose me to a lot of other new shows and anime and things. I always see anime in the Western world in 3 stages: late 80s with Akira, early 90s with Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball, late 90s with Evangelion. Evangelion, of course. I'm looking forward to the Cowboy Bebop Netflix series. John Cho is spiked. I want to give it a shot. But it's gonna be hard to live up to that original show, and especially the show so recently, like, in my mind, watching it for the last several months, just doing all these commentaries for it. It's just like, it's so fresh now. It's like, it's so good. And it's just like, I want to give him a chance. John Cho's pretty good casting with Spike Spiegel. I want to see how the rest of these actors do. But yeah, you know, Netflix hasn't had the best track record of adapting anime. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Talk about any old dubs, like DBZ had some funny lines, but also some of the Oh, definitely. No, I mean, yeah, DBZ has some really corny things out there. No doubt about it. What else we have here? Topher, hello, Chris. Hope your night is going. It is. Reno, I'm just reading a backlog of comments right now. Sorry if I missed you before, Topher. Good to have you here. Talking about our perfect Saturday morning cartoon lineup, but then it spawned into Toonami, so late night now at this point. Yeah. Also makes Lupin the longest standing adult animated series. Makes sense. Israel, just got you need to watch. I will do that. The Lupin live action is based off the books, not the anime. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. When Fox, Netflix trying to make a lot of live action stuff here doing Gundam live action, but don't know if they give. Oh yeah, I heard about that recently. Yes, that was like in the last month or 2 months or something. Yeah, hope they give it a big budget. These giant mech suits deserves it. Got my dad into anime, but showing him Teknai. I never watched that. Tenchi on Toonami. Did I watch Tenchi? I don't think so. Kira Appleseed, Area 88, Battle Angel, Ghost in the Shell, Lone Wolf, and Cub. Yeah. You got passionate fan base. Yeah, anime, right? You need to get Shin Chan to some future cartoon. Yes, we do. Jason, I haven't watched this cartoon, but I know it will be my favorite DT animation videos. Hopefully, Chris Herman has a nose. Right? I hope so. We'll see. For Mario Night, hell yeah. Yay! Yeah, man, I watched a lot of tunes back. And I remember like, in the early 90s, or excuse me, not early 90s, late 90s, when they had, like, the reruns of Batman, the animated series on. They were on, like, at 8. And they do, like, 2 back-to-back. And that's how I was like, whoa, that's how I was exposed to Batman. It was 2 things that exposed me to Batman back in the day, chat. It was, like, mid to late 90s. And I was very young, very impressionable. It was that series, Batman the Animated Series, and Batman 1989. Those are the first 2 things I ever saw Batman. I was blown away. I was like, what the fuck? This is awesome. So cool. Yu Yu Hakusho was another one. I remember Yu Yu Hakusho. I remember watching it. I don't remember a fucking thing about it. I couldn't even describe the plot to you, but I remember it aesthetically. The first anime was Sailor Moon. I watched Sailor Moon too. On Fox, The Rock, the Dragon theme. Oh yeah, Dragon. How's it go? How's the DBZ thing? The Dragon, rock the Dragon Ball Z. Wah! Is that how it went? Dragon, rock the Dragon Ball Z. Wah! Yeah, man. Na 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 na. Yeah, man. Yeah. And they had the Hana Itawa Ota. They had the other one, but I love that rock. That Dragon, rock the Dragon, Pterodactyl, Ball Z. That's what it would do. That's how they would do it. So to watch it, oh my God, yeah, Avatar, like that is a because Avatar the Last, I really recommend Brando watch that shit. That's on Netflix right now. Watch 3 seasons, do it. Avatar the Last Airbender is like one of the most important cartoons ever made. It's so good. It's up there with something like Cowboy Bebop, which is heavily inspired. Avatar is heavily inspired. It's not, I guess, not technically. I mean, it's. Other people say it's not anime. Then it's heavily inspired by anime. I mean, it's the most anime Western show I've ever seen in my life. But no, Avatar the Last Airbender is great. The whole world, people control elements, dealing with genocide and war, and you have these really complicated characters and relationships change over time. That show, I remember when that debuted. I remember that debuted in 2005, Chad. The Boy and the Iceberg and the Avatar Returns, watching all that shit. And I remember I watched it from the beginning all the way to the end when it ended in 2008. And that was a big deal back in the day. I love that. Is that Netflix live action adaptation happening? I don't know if that would happen with that. But man, watch that shit. I was very, very, very lucky to watch that at the age I watched that. Mm-hmm. Knowing one, hope it was a great night. Thanks for the discussion. Fun time. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I know we totally got into a conversation about anime, but I don't mind it. It's fun. It's so much fun. But have a great night. Thank you for all the support and sleep well. Thank you, Luke the Boss of the video. I'll read your comment in just a second. Just scrolling down. I'm a little. I delayed it because I was talking. My all-time favorite is Bubblegum Crisis. Never watched that original from the late 80s, Mega Tokyo 24 from the early 2000s, and then there were legal issues, and no series since. Jason, Batman Animated Series is amazing. I watched it a lot when I was young. Me too, man. I'm watching it now again. I'm rewatching it from my commentary series at the Cape Crusader level. Samurai X is my favorite anime of all time, and the reason I got into Kendo. Topher, I didn't have Cartoon Network, so I had to watch Batman and Friends. Oh, wow. issue. So Macross legal issues concerning worldwide distribution has stalled shows being shown in the West. First anime was Aesop's Fables, the Toei animation film from the 80s. I remember it on VHS as a kid. And it's like Avatar started a whole new subgenre of Western animation, anime. Yep. Chris, what would you rate Batman and Robin, the DT scale? I say rental, but nowadays would say stream it. Oh, now some bullshit. I think I gave it some bullshit at the time. Because I have reviewed it. Eventually it'll be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Class in Glass. I think the reason I didn't give it a fuck you is because that it's just so unintentionally funny at times. He's like, can't put me in the cooler. Chill out, bird boy. It's like, there's something that's like, this is so fucking stupid. You can't help but laugh at it. Bum. We got Bane. Bum. And all that shit. I think some bullshit. Yeah. Netflix will probably scrap the Avatar thing since Paramount doing their own thing. Okay. I didn't know what was happening with that. OG Robotac. I'm out my cross. Southern Cross. Jason, finish your last Airmatter Bridge. Binge with your worthy choice. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Topher, I recommend One Punch Man. I have seen One Punch Man. I've seen the first season. It's unconventional anime. Am I really funny with heart and great animation characters? It is because it's a parody of like that shonen anime like Dragon Ball. That's what it is. And I thought, oh, this is funny. But they're doing the same thing like over and over and over again. I kind of got burned out by it. Like I was like, I liked it. I liked One Punch Man. But I was like, I get that's supposed to be a parody, but after a while, I was like, I don't really care about any of these characters. So, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's like, it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. I give it like a matinee on the DT scale. It's like, the entertainment's worth a watch. I didn't feel compelled to watch the second season. But I liked it. Bobblehead Clooney. Always. He's in even the suit. And that thing's like, the neck is still stiff and his head's still bobbing in it. It's like, George, please. Oh, Lord. I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never seen it. Everyone's told me to check that out, but I have not. I'll check it out someday. But yeah, that was M. Xavier's last question, I believe. I was going to spawn a lot there, M. Xavier. Thank you for that. It was a very, very good question. Saturday morning, what we were doing late at night, 7 p.m. Oh, so late. 8, 9. Oh, when you go past 9, chat, that's too much. That's way too much. Good goddamn times. Oh, Lord. But now I'm going to go ahead and read some Jar Jar fan fiction. A rainbow connection. With Kermit, so to brief you, chat, about what happened. Steve Buscemi is a senator in the Galactic Senate of Star Wars. Jar Jar, Steve Buscemi, after he was doing trade negotiations and shit and passing legislation, he went to the restroom. He went to the public restroom to jerk it with his big, fat, meaty cock. And Jar Jar knew he was jerking, and he fucking burst into the stall, and they started fucking each other. But as they were fucking each other, chat, Kermit the Frog here also busted in and wanted to have sex with them too. And so I think that's where we left off, chat. So I'm going to read this for you guys. This is also like a sample of my only Juicy Fans chat, my OnlyFans page where I read erotic Sonic fan fiction, full Sonic Regalia chat. So there you go. So I'm going to read this for you right now. Kermit, it's not what it looks like, Jar Jar squealed. The mighty frog whipped out his anal impaler. Locked and loaded. I won't hesitate, bitch. No, the pair cried, but it was too late. Kermit's purple-headed soldier had fired its salty semen all over Steve and Jar Jar. Feel my sticky wrath, cheater, the frog cried, his pork sword going limp. Jar Jar twisted and yanked Steve off his love muscle like he was unscrewing a cork. Setting the center to the side, the alien twink got down on his knees and looked up at his old lover with pleading eyes. Kermie, Misa sorry. Misa would never try to hurt you, Jar Jar begged, stopping between phrases to suck Kermit's scaly toes. After the war with Miss Piggy went too far, we haven't spiced things up in the bedroom in a while. Misa was just looking for some funza. You want fun? Kermit's eyes narrowed. I'll give you fun. From under his hood, he whipped out his lightsaber, an actual lightsaber this time, not his cock. Bring me the crusty boy, the frog bellowed. Not wanting to fight his lover, he picked Steve Buscemi up by his head and plopped him in front of Kermit. Show me your pathetic excuse for a skin flute, Kermit commanded at the center. My what? Your penis, you wrinkly tot. Called him a tot. Kermit lowered his lightsaber. Steve, tears forming in his eyes, held out his small shaft for the frog. He closed his eyes, bracing for what came next. In one stiff motion, the frog sliced off the satyr's helpless member. Oh no! You are ours to play with now, the frog growled at the satyr as he wrenched in pain. Misa love, Jar Jar cried. What is this madness? Quiet, scum. But Kermit, I know it'll shut you up. Kermit picked up the severed meat popsicle and tossed it at Jar Jar's feet. What? You know what to do. To be continued. Oh my God. And Jesus wept. It's like Hellraiser. Kermit's a Muppet. One, Kermit's a Muppet. Two, even if he was a real frog, he wouldn't have scales. Also true. He's an amphibian. The author has some confusing details in it. Points off, chat. Points off. Well, what I missed that, why is everyone talking about Fuck Me Sideways? You like it, chat? Now it's like, read it again. Kermit the Frog here, and I'm going to slice off your dick, Steve Buscemi. Yay! Can I read it in my George Lucas voice? I'll read a little bit of it in my George. Yeah. Okay. Kermit, that's not what it looks like, Jar Jar squealed. The mighty frog whipped out his anal impaler, locked and loaded. I won't hesitate, bitch. No, the pair cried, but it was too late. Kermit's purple-headed soldier had fired its salty semen all over Steve and Jar Jar. He's the key. Feel my sticky wrath, cheater, the frog cried. His meaty pork sword going limp. There you go. A little preview. You ever think God stays up in heaven because he fears what he has created? I remember that. That's from Spy Kids 2. Yes. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Steve? This is a children's movie. First one, Nip Dix. Really unbelievable. I'll bring this up to the author next time I see him. Next time I see him, chat. And, okay. Pay me my fucking money. I read it. Oh, Lord. There you go, chat. There you go. A rainbow connection. A rainbow connection, chat. Part 3 on the horizon. I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, so chat, there. So this has 4 chapters. This has 4 chapters. I'm realizing it right now, chat. So we have The Jar of His Dreams, Chapter 1. A Rainbow Connection, Chapter 2. Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet is Chapter 3. And Chapter 4, the final chapter, I believe, maybe at least at this point, the Princess Leia scene, except it's Steve Buscemi. I love it. Can you just imagine, chat, Steve Buscemi in that in that brassiere, in that bronze brassiere? Ace Rock. Have a great, all right, I gotta go to bed. No problem, Ace Rock. Sleep well, my friend, sleep well. Oh, my Lord, chat, that's good. I know what I'm gonna be reading for my next videos on OnlyFans, chat. I gotta get all of these done, all these recorded very, very soon. Thank you so much for sending them that way. Appreciate it, chat. There you go. Rainbow connection. You like my Kermit the Frog here? You like my Kermit, chat? Yeah, Steve. I'm gonna rape you, Steve. Pleasant dreams. Pleasant dreams, chat. Such sights to show you. But now, before I leave, I'm gonna do some songs. I will. We're gonna keep the horror going, chat. I'm gonna do some songs right now. See Sammy in full regalia, indeed. I do want to do some songs now, chat. Nia Brownie, can you provide the lyrics for me, please? I'm on it. The sad face. I love it. It's been a good stream, though. Thank you again. Thank you again to M. Xavier. Thank you again to Vanny for submitting these questions, making Class and Glass cast happen. I'm going to check to see if we didn't get any other last-minute questions, but I don't believe we did. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna double check chat. Kermit the Frog here. Nope, I don't think so. I think that was it. That was good. That was a terrible Kermit impression. All right, fair enough. I'll stop doing it then. Oh, I don't want to hear shitty songs yet. You gotta hear them. You gotta hear them, chat. You just got here. No, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Usually these classic glass cast streams are a little shorter. A little shorter chats. 12 in the morning, 12:30 in the morning. Yes. But I'm going to do some songs. Now, Brony, Genius, Windrose, Diggy Diggy Hole. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna listen to part of. Oh man, why does he look like is this the Mole Man? He looks like the Mole Man, chat. I'm gonna mute this and listen to a little bit of it. I'm muted. I forgot I was muted. Chat, I got it. I can't sing Cokie. I'm gonna sing this right now. This is called Diggy Diggy Hole by Windrose, chat. Brothers of the mine, rejoice. Swing, swing, swing with me. Raise your pick and raise your voice. Sing, sing, sing with me. Down and down into the deep. Who knows what we'll find beneath? Diamonds, rubies, gold, and more. Hidden in the mountain store. Born to ground, sucker from a teat of stone. Raised in the dark, the safety of our Martin home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brothers, sing with me. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. The sunlight will never reach this low. Deep, deep in the mine. Never seen the blue moon glow. Dwarves won't fly so high. Fill a glass and down some mead. Stuff your bellies at the feast. Stumble home and fall asleep. Dreaming in our mountain keep. Bone to ground. Ground inside a rocky womb. The earth is our cradle. The mountain shall become our tomb. Face us on the battlefield. You will meet your doom. We do not fear what lies beneath. We can never dig too deep. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole, born to ground, sucker from the teat of stone. Raised in the dark, the safety of a Martin home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brothers, sing with me. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. End scene. Nailed it. This is so cool. Chris lost his damn mind. No. Chris sounded like, I'm a Viking. I'm a dwarf. I gotta get in character. Oh, there you go. I did it. Diggy, diggy hole. His classic kid. Go back on mute, please. No. I like this one. Is it called? Oh, remember this? You may say it is. It's the other variation of it. Diggy, diggy hole. I was saying this in prison. Diggy, diggy hole. As I'm trying to dig myself out, I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I like it. Nailed it. I nailed it. Oh, it's the most fuck you I can give. No. No. Hi ho, hi ho. Diggy, diggy ho. That's me in the background. I'm that other dwarf. It's like, oh, that guy. That's the 8th dwarf. We don't talk about him. That derpy dwarf. Naira, NWA. Uh-oh. Straight on Compton. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, chat. All right. Let me, I'm gonna listen to a little bit of this. Get a sense of it, chat. I'll be right back. There's some bad words in this one. There's some words I cannot say. So here we go, chat. This is Straight Outta Compton by Vampires with Attitude. I believe that is the name of the song. Chris, you fucking monster. I'm gonna have that diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Middle night. It's catchy, right? It's not my fault. Blame Vanny. He's the one that, requested it. Nothing I can do. Diggy diggy hole. Chris, you're for his Neville cancellation. Here we go. Let's see what I can do. Straight Outta Compton by Vampires with Attitude, chap. You're about to witness the strength of street knowledge. Straight Outta Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the game called Vampires with Attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. See the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you fuck with me, the police are gonna have to come and get me. Off your ass, that's how I'm going out. With the punk motherfuckers, that's showing out. Vampires start to mumble. They want to rumble. Mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo. Going off on a motherfucker like that. With a gat that point at your ass. So give it up smooth. Ain't no telling when I'm down for a jack move. Here's a murder rap to keep y'all dancing. The crime looking like Charles Manson. AK-47 is too. Don't make me act a motherfucking fool. Me and you can go toe to toe. No, maybe I'm knocking vampires out the box daily. Yo, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Until them dumb motherfuckers see clearly. I'm down with the capital CPT. Boy, you can't fuck with me. So when I'm in your neighborhood, you better duck. Cause Ice Cube is crazy as fuck. As I leave, believe I'm stomping. But when I come back, boy, I'm coming straight out of Compton. Compton, 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 city of Compton, city of Compton. Yo, Rennie, what's up? Tell me where you from. Straight out of Compton. Another crazy ass vampire. More punks I smoke, yo. My rep gets bigger. I'm a bad motherfucker. You know this. But the pussy-ass vampires won't show this. But I don't give a fuck. I'm making my snaps. I'm not from the records from jacking or craps. Just like burglary, the definition is jacking. When I'm legally armed, it's called packing. Shoot a motherfucker in a minute. I want a good piece of pussy and go up and in it. If you're, so if you're at a show in the front row, I'm gonna call a bitch, oh, dirty ass hoe. You probably get me mad like a bitch is supposed to, but that shows me slut you're not opposed to. Crazy motherfucker from the street. Attitude legit, cause I'm tearing up shit. MC Ren controls the automatic. For any dumb motherfucker, that starts static. Not the right hand, cause I'm the hand itself. Every time I pull an AK off the shelf, security is maximum, that's a law. REN spells Ren, but I'm raw. See, cause I'm the motherfucking villain. Definition is clear. You're the witness of a killing. That's taking place with a clue, and you're on the scope. Your ass is through. Look, you might take it as a trip, but a vampire like Ren is on a gangster tip. Straight out of Compton, 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 city of Compton, city of Compton. Easy is his name, and the boy is coming. Straight out of Compton. It's his brother that'll smother your mother and make your sister think I love her. Dangerous motherfucker raising hell. And if I ever get caught, I'll make bail. See, I don't give a fuck. That's the problem. That's a motherfucking cop. I don't dodge him, but I'm smart, lay low, creep a while. And when I see a punk ass, I smile. To me, it's kind of funny. The attitude showing a vampire driving, but I don't know what the fuck he's going, just rolling. Looking for the one they call easy, but here's a flash. They'll never seize me. Ruler's never seen like a shadow in the dark, except when I unload. You see a spark and trip over hesitation. You hear the scream of the one who get the lead penetration. Feel a little gust of wind and I'm jetting. But leave a memory no one will be forgetting. So what about the bitch who got shot? Fuck her. You think I give a damn about that bitch? I ain't a sucker. This is autobiography of the E. If you ever fuck with me, you get taken by a stupid dope brother who will be smothered. Word to the motherfucker straight out of Compton. Compton, Compton, city of Compton, city of Compton. Damn. That shit is dope. Nailed it. Nailed it. Damn, who knew Cali was so around vampires? I guess the Lost Boys face, which it is. It is. Feeling sweaty? Tired of crying in your shower? Having trouble remembering the same vampire? Get yourself a bucket of Hagen Herman ice cream soup. Harvest you from the swamp ass and shameful sweats of a Herman shirt with the fly guts. Need help offending your vampire friends? Offend them now with your new flavored dark white chocolate and get canceled in 2 seconds flat. You jive ass turkey. Buy Hagen Herman ice cream soup today. Titty residue and ghetto smurfs sold separately. That has to be a thing. I need to make that a thing. I need to say that. I don't want that. Should that be canceled? I think that the icon, the command should be canceled. Using your V word privileges, Tarantino. Yep. I did my vampires chat. I'm good. I covered it, baby. Thunderous applause. Thank you, Kazface. Thank you. Is Van Gogh gonna have to teach me his ways, right? Oh, man, was supposed to want a 2-star because I mean, I have that. Oh, I forgot where it is. I forgot where I saved it. I mean, don't be hating. Don't be hating, y'all. Come on now. Shit. Vampire with attitude, chat. We'll bring it back. NWA ain't got shit on me. Okay? That's all I'm saying now. That's all I'm saying. I think I like the NWA. No, my version, my cover is pretty good. My cover is good though. It's like, okay, NWA is great, better than mine, but mine is pretty still good. Mine's good. Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. I'll do one more song. I'll do one more. If there's another one, I'll do one more. I have another one on the docket. That might be a good one to end on, but I feel like I got one more in me, chat. I got one more in me. I want it. Did the comment section who wants your ass beat and calls you a subtle racist about to come out of the shadows? Just like, whoa. They're like, I knew he was one. Vampire with juicy attitude. Yup. Yeah, VJA. Vampires with juicy attitudes. No, Corey's going to see this and roll his eyes. Probably. I did a good job. I think I was not bad. I think I was too bad. I think that was pretty good. You can show him. You can show him my lyrical skills, Chad. I know my lyrics. I did pretty well. I think I got the gist of it. I got the tone of it right. I brought that vampire attitude. Okay, you did a decent job. There you go. Silk Freak Me lyrics. All right. Silk Freak Me lyrics, chat. All right, I'm gonna listen to this, get a sense of what this is, and I'll be right back. I think I got it. Don't ruin this song. This is my favorite song. I got it. Stop looking at us like that. Like what? I got you. We got this. Don't worry about it. All right. Freak me, baby. Ah, yeah. Freak me, baby. Just like that. Freak me, baby. Ah, yeah. Freak me, baby. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Let me play with your body, baby. Make you real hot. Let me do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause tonight, baby, I want to get freaky with you. Baby, don't you understand? I want to be your nasty man. I want to make your body scream. And will you know just what I mean? You know what I mean. 24 karat gold to warm the nights when you get cold. I want to lick you up and down, baby, yeah, baby, yeah. And I want to slay you down. Come on, Silk, sing. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Lick you up and down. Let me play with your body, baby. Make you real hot. Let me do all the things you want me to do. Whoa! 'Cause tonight, baby, I want to get freaky with you. I love the taste of whipped cream. Spread it on. Don't be mean. Baby, don't be mean. You know I can't resist you, girl. I'll fly you all around the world. All around the world. Oh, baby. I want to see your body drip. Come on, let me take a sip. Come on, come on. Take off what you cherish most. Come on, come on. 'Cause when I brag, I like to brag and boast. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Let me play with your body, make you real hot. I want to play with the body, baby. I want to play with the body, girl. Let me do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause tonight, baby, I want to get freaky with you. You, oh you, let me freak you, you, all of you, yeah, come on, you, oh you, let me do you, 'cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you, let me lick you up and down till you say stop, freak me, baby, let me play with your body, baby, make you real hot, let me do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause tonight, baby, I want to get freaky with you. Baby, don't stop. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Baby, don't stop. Let me play, baby. Baby, don't stop. Play with your body, baby. Make you real hot. Let me do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause tonight, baby, I'm gonna get freaky. Let me lick you up and down. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Up and down. Let me play with your body, baby. Up and down. Make you real hot. Let me make you soaking wet, baby. Let me do all the things, oh, you want me to do. I won't play around with your love, baby. Because tonight, baby, I'm going to get freaky with you. But I didn't consent. He gonna strip, y'all. It almost happened. Oh, I just won't listen to it anymore because, it's trapped in your head. Diggy, diggy, diggy hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. Hot. Which one was best? was Diggy Hole, chat? Was it Diggy Hole? Was it Silk Freak Me, Baby? Or was it Vampires with Attitude? Which one did you prefer? I feel like I would hashtag. Oh, Lord. Chris. Oh, Herman. You like that? Look at the camera and say it. Gonna get freaky with you. Diggy, diggy, diggy hole. Digging the hole. Cancel the sexual hot music, right? True juiciness. I feel shame now. No, Naya, it's all because of you, Naya. It's all because of you. You made this possible by being the keeper of the song. It's a hard job to be the keeper of the songs because she knows what she has to do. All right, and what she will inevitably unleash upon you. That's it. I'm sad now. Oh, I'm sorry you're sad. Many songs to look forward to, Naya. Many songs indeed. But that's a good way to end the stream, chat. All these things. Why don't you do it? I should make that a part of my OnlyFans. No doubt about it. I should do more of these songs. Maybe I should post these songs on OnlyFans. Ronnie, prayer hands, take responsibility. You need to. Because I want to get freaky with you. Yeah. She has huge meaty eyes. Meaty eyes! I have meaty eyes. Interesting. So you're revoking the as part of my family card. No, man, I'm already in. I'm grandfather in your family. That's how it has to be. Well, that's a good way to end it. But chat, again, I don't think any of these songs will live up to this one though. That's still a knee a knee tapper, chat. That's a toe tapper. That's a knee slapper and a toe tapper. Woo! I ain't no buster. It's to prove y'all. Once you get a freak, I want to get freaky with you. Oh, freaky with you. Oh. Only with this playing. Only with Doodle Bob's Evanescence Bring Me to Life cover song. That's the only way I can. It's the only thing that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be flaccid. Mommy. Tell me, Mr. Herman, what does your son do for a living again? Oh, they make something up. I can tell you that right now. They definitely make something up. Oh, he's digital media specialist. That. Yeah, there you go. Digital media. Oh, Lord, chat. That is a good way to end the stream, in my opinion. That's a good way, chat. But chat. Film Freak. Binge Loki Day. A bonkers concoction of Flash Gordon, Doctor Who, buddy cop comedies. Political thrillers. Rom-coms. On the other hand, it was also a refreshing character study. Loki really having the universe tell him, dude, just stop and look at yourself. Yeah. Watching towards the end, especially in the last episode, Loki took a backseat. His own story. Looks on this overly serious exposition and loud cosmic mumbo jumbo. Oh, my favorite MC show yet. I will say in regards to the, exposition, it was delivered very well by that actor. I'm not going to say who, but that actor, I think, did a great job of delivering all of that. It worked for me, personally, but, teach their own, of course. Hope you all find it in your meaty hearts to forgive me. No. Yes, of course, Naya. Of course they'll forgive you. Absolutely, chat. I gotta go people just for a living. Yep, I have to, chat. But now, my friends, I gotta bid you adieu. I gotta get going.